Hi ho. Not like you're a hoe, but just hi. Hi, I'm here. Oh my god. And the model is here. Oh, sevens. Welcome everybody. I see some of you guys are opening up UMAPYOI. And by you, some of you guys, it's just one person. Hold on. I thought I was ready, but apparently I'm not. I didn't set up everything exactly. Hi. No, listen. Who are you calling a hoe? No. I didn't mean to call anyone a hoe. I meant hi ho, like hi. You know how Kermit the Frog is like hi ho? I'm Kermit the Frog. That's what I meant. That's what I meant to say. I didn't mean to call you guys hoe. Sorry. Also, if you don't realize it yet already, JJ is for some reason in the void. So, if you could change your chat to... If some of you guys can change your chat from top chat to live chat so JJ doesn't cry that you don't see him, I would love if you could do that, please. And thank you. There it is. Oh, sevens. Welcome. My god, I feel tired, yo. I don't know if I should say tired. You miss JJ. Ugh. I'm sure JJ misses himself too. I bet he does. Couple of things that we get to talk about before I get started, yeah. Not too many things, but just a few, just a little few, like a sprinkle. I put out the schedule for the week. I didn't put out all of the rooms, but I put out a majority of the rooms for the week, so it's there. As well as the schedule. The schedule's in the posts tab, so if you want to go peep and see what I'm doing for the rest of the week, by all means, you can go ahead and do so. Yeah. I didn't put all of the rooms as of yet. I think I'm going to keep myself to a 4-room minimum when I'm posting rooms, so that way it's not too overcrowded. Like the channel page is not too overcrowded with rooms, and you guys can figure out which room is which room. And it's not like too confusing. I think 4 should be the maximum that I put out. That's just a me thing though. That's just a me thing. So there's that. Yeah, I also trying to think about what I did today. I did a lot of journaling. I did a lot of cleaning. I went ahead and I bought, okay, so a couple of things. One thing is a slap on the wrist from me, but it's good. I went ahead and I got some games off of the Steam sale, which I think ends tomorrow or in a couple of hours. I can't really remember, but for some reason, I don't know why. I know I kept asking what Resident Evil game I get. I genuinely forgot what Resident Evil game again that I was supposed to get, so I just got 0 and 1, both. I got both of those. And then I got something else. Hold on. I'm getting distracted. I'm getting a little bit distracted. I'm so sorry. JJ's in the void, so if you guys can change your chat from top chat to live chat so you can see him, that would be great. Think most were saying 2. That's what I saw too, that a lot of people were saying 2, and then here I am. I went for 0 and 1. But I already have 0 and 1. And then I made a list. Okay, so important thing. I made a list of... Sorry, I have tea in my hand and I want to make sure I drink it too. So that's like a distracting thing for me. Hold on. I made a list. Yeah. I made a list of all of the games that I have on the Nintendo Switch and on Steam, because those are the only 2 consoles that I have. I made a list of those 2, what would you call it, like platforms? Between those 2 things, like those 2 systems, the Nintendo Switch, which I have access to the online libraries, as well as Steam, I think I have over 50 titles of different games that I'd like to play. So I just made a little list today to organize myself between what I need to play for this year if I can, and we'll see. Everything takes time, right? So I'll just have to take my time in figuring out what game I want to play when and where. But I also have to manage wisely in terms of like what game I want to finish, if I know I'm gonna finish so and so for this week, if I can do something else for next week and things of that sort. But I do have a lot of games, so as of right now, no more game recommendations for me. And then speaking of rivals, now I have to clock myself. I will have to clock myself for something very specific. Sloth, I can't believe you said you saw me yesterday. Had fun in Rivals yesterday. Saw you but forgot to say hi and enjoy your matches, which is okay. That's fine. I was actually journaling, and then I saw someone that I watch do customs, right? And then I went in and I was like, oh my god, I'm kind of nervous. I had to close my computer because I was just freaking out. So I remember earlier, but like last year, which was a couple of days ago, I said, I hope this year I can talk to one new person. I think I take back that statement and want to. When I was done with that whole spiel, I was like, you know what? I think I need my mango box. I've learned within like 2 minutes that I am very, very introverted. But yeah, I got to play. I got to play Rivals with someone that I watched yesterday. It was tons of fun. And then I was like, okay, so I kind of feel very bad because I was playing with a person that I watch. Yeah. And then I obviously closed my computer because I was like, I feel kind of shy to watch as I'm playing the stream. There's that, and then also I was on the opposite team, so I was like, isn't it kind of cheating if I have the stream open and watch? So I was like, let me close my computer, right? So played the match, our team won, great. Then I left. I actually left because I saw that there were other people waiting, and I was like, I'm like very satisfied that I got to play. I guess I would call this person my Oshi, right? I was like mentally, I was like, I'm very satisfied that I got to play with my Oshi at least once, and there are a ton of other people waiting in the room. So, you know, maybe I should just leave. So I left, and then I was just goofing off. But then I was like, let me rewatch the VOD because I'm curious to see what it was like from that person's perspective. And then, oh my god, this is where I was like, I feel so bad because I left the lobby right after one round, and then what I saw was that the streamer that I watched, he actually queued into another round right away, did not like exit, so it was basically a 6 against 5 because I left my team. I didn't know that. I felt very bad. I felt very, very, very bad as I was watching that VOD back because I was like, if I knew, I would have stayed, but I thought we were supposed to rotate, so I left, which is my bad. Did I dominate them? I would say that it was very good. I was on a team with Magneto, I think Rogue, Wanda, myself. I put out Mr. Fantastic because I was like, I kind of know what the streamer plays, and I was like, Mr. Fantastic might be a good character to play against for whatever that person whips out. So I was like, let me play with Fantastic. And then I kind of don't remember who the strategists were. I think Invis and Luna. I can't remember, but it felt good. It felt really good. The Wanda was cracked, and then the Magneto was cracked too. The Magneto was giving me really good bubbles. I did get shotgunned in the face by the streamer, but I was like, you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. I kind of jumped around. When I play Fantastic, I kind of go a little bit overboard. I kind of what's the term? I kind of reach too far sometimes, and I got clocked. But it was fun. It was really fun regardless. I was like, you know what? I think I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied for the rest of the year. I don't have to ask for anything else. I think I'm good. So I was very happy that I had the chance to play yesterday with that. But I also felt very bad because the other team that I was with, and I left because I was expecting other people to rotate in. When I was watching the VOD, and it was a 6 against 5 because I left. They wrote, so one of the so-and-sos actually left. We only have 5 people on our team, and I was like, oh F. me, I felt very, very, very bad. I still feel bad. I'm like, oh, I felt very bad. So there was that. And then what else? You know, side note, let me put that piece aside, yeah? Because I obviously had fun. Today now, I was like, I wonder if the Daredevil skin is still in store. You know, the one where it's like, I'm not Daredevil with his little sweater? I was like, I kind of want that skin, but that also means that I need to practice playing him. I was kind of cooking. I did end up getting the skin after getting the games off of Steam. And I was practicing and I was kind of cooking. I was cooking with Daredevil. I was gonna ask, I don't mean to call Muddy out, but I need someone that's good with combos to teach me. Mind you, I don't know, Muddy, if you still play, but you were the first person that came to my mind. Daredevil is very combo heavy, like combo heavy in the sense of like, I know that one of the combos is you mark someone, then you pull out your E, and then you right click, and then you mark someone, then you dash, then you may have to make sure your E is you E first, then you mark someone, and then you dash with F, and since your E is out, then you right click, and then you kind of like melee and right click. It's something like that, and left click. Anywho, yeah, it's a lot of combos. So I need a buddy. Maybe if we can do that one day. I don't know this month if you guys are up for it. There are two things I had to ask, but I do need a buddy to practice Daredevil with because I need to learn the combos. So there's that. And then I have to I wanted to ask if anyone wanted to do more zombies because zombies leaves, I believe, next week. Zombies leaves on the 16th, so you should let me know if you still want to do zombies or not. I don't mind to help. And that's it. I didn't really do much of anything else today. I just I was trying to prep for today's live stream. I have been doing a lot of journaling on my off time, which I can show you at least one page off camera that I did. Yeah, I did that like 2 days ago because I was like, I keep postponing this and I feel bad. So let me just go ahead and do it. And then we can get started. You were going to ask if we can do Nightmare 4. When? But please let me know when and then we can do it. And then someone asked what tea I'm drinking. Another streamer that I watch had said or recommended a tea that's good for your throat. It's called like 𝗓𝗏𝗙𝗄, I believe. I've been drinking that for the last, I don't know how many times, how many days really I've been drinking. I'm trying to look at a calendar to see, but I've been drinking it for quite a while to see if that's gonna help me with my throat health because right now everybody's getting sick very quickly, and then especially in the family too, everyone has been getting sick. So I was like, let me just do that. 𝗓𝗏𝗄, what does it taste like? It's actually kind of lemony. I don't know if you guys are familiar with lemongrass. I think it does have lemongrass in it, but it's like a sweet lemon. That's the only, as you guys are putting up the lemon emoji. But Happy New Year, welcome. It is very, it's like that's the only thing I can say. It's like a sweet lemon. There's nothing really like like other notes that are profound in it, because that's what I mainly taste. But yeah. I would say it's been helping me. And it's also just nice to drink before bed because it doesn't have caffeine in it. I also messed up my sleep schedule. I wrote that on X. And I have to talk about my pencil. Alright, we have things to do. Hold on, trying to push my tea to the side. And we can get started with HANDCAM. Hold on. I get to share with you some of the stuff I did off camera. Boink. Hello. Hello. Hi. If this is the first time you're seeing my hands, hello. Hello. It's kind of, I'm very close to you, aren't I? I'm very close. But before we do that, I do have some pages that I need to share with you. So I'm going to go ahead and do the hands. 2026 hands. 2026 hands. She's gonna grab us. You're not wrong. If you try and play around with me, I'm finna clap you back, boy, or something or the other. Maybe Tuesday or Thursday. They look bigger. My hands, because I have big hands. You know what they say. You know what they say about guys with big hands. Thursdays are Mario Odyssey day, actually. So I'll see if I can come in Tuesday. I'm not gonna like pressure myself into that, which, by the way, if I'm trying to like flip right now through my stuff, through like previous pages, I know fresh new hooks. No, it is not Dove Day. Calm yourself. Okay. So I did this on camera. Yeah, I wrote off camera another entry in my book. So there was that. Here's this one. Then this one should also look familiar to you. I did this on camera, but I haven't wrote in it yet because I didn't know what to write. Because if you go back, this I kind of wrote about my overall experience with the game for it being a year for me, or almost a year. So here now with Penny, it's kind of like I genuinely don't know what to write. So I'll come back to that when I want to. It's not going to take me, I don't think it's going to be too bad. So there's that. And then this, I was very happy with this. This is what I did. I can't remember if I did it 2 days ago now or yesterday. I think I did this 2 days ago now. But this this made me happy that I was able to do this, because I've been prologuing this for a long time. The letters I did kind of watercolor-ish. It's kind of hard to explain how I did it, but I was very happy that I was able to do watercolor. And then I also, this extends into another page, which she is a tapir, I believe, but then I did 2 pages, which I'm very happy that I was able to do 2 pages. Something that I've been learning about myself. Well, before I get to that, I want to decorate probably like this a little bit more, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But I think the whole set, meaning like the 2 pages, came out nice. This is hella cool. Thank you. That's nice. Maybe writing in marker is better. You didn't like how it looked in pen. Okay, good observation, or good thing that you said that, Onyx. There are different pens that have different ink sizes. I will explain that to you right now. So I believe this pen that I wrote in with is a 0.5 pen. Yeah. However, I would argue that this that I wrote in came out neater than this. Mind you, someone is about to say your handwriting is just very neat in general. I think I've gotten that compliment a lot, which if you are, then thank you. But this is a 0.5 pen that I wrote with. This that extends into, my God, this is a 0.7 pen that I wrote with. Different pen sizes are going to give you different results, and it all depends on what you like. I wish I had a page where I can show you some swatches. I think I do have one. By the way, earlier today I was trying to write down the combos, but I need to do this on a larger sheet of paper. Looks like I'm writing in bold. It is, so depending on the 0.5 tip versus the 0.7 tip that you use, I would say that sometimes 0.5 tips, it may look skinny, but sometimes when you write it doesn't look as skinny. It'll come out bold. So hold on. I'm nerding out on you right now. These are 2 pens that I have. Both of them are 0.5 tips. Okay. This, I genuinely forgot what this one is called, but it's not the same as this, which is a Pentel Energel 0.5. Okay. I'm gonna write on the side because my Energel pen is kind of reflective. It has Kirby on it, but it's kind of reflective. So I'm just gonna write out on the side, and I'm gonna show you how these things are. So Okay, I wrote with my Kirby pen. Pentel Energel 0.5. Then I'm gonna go in with this one now. I'm just gonna call it Snoopy pen because it has Snoopy on it. But it's also a 0.5 tip. I don't know if it's gonna come off on camera, but hopefully you can tell that between the Snoopy and the Energel, like, the thicknesses of it are different, although they carry the same tip, which is a 0.5 tip. Someone's gonna type to me AO in 5 seconds. I can feel it. But you see the boldness of those are different. Meanwhile, this page that I wrote in is now a 0.7 tip that I used. And I used the Pilot G2. Pilot G2 is actually a really nice pen if you want to invest in that. But I will show you Pilot. It's also like, I think it's a lot of people's favorite. You can find the Pilot G2, by the way. I'm not sponsored by any of these pen companies. I'm just talking about pens. But you can find a lot of... I think the Pilot, if you want to get the Pilot, because it's so nice. I think you can find it at like any sort of place that sells pens. Onyx, I know you're in Canada, but I'm pretty sure like if you go to like... there are like drugstores like CVS. Oh, you have Walmart in Canada. I'm pretty sure if you go to a stationery section, you should be able to find a G2. But you'll also see... I can see it on my... here, so hopefully you can see. Like, this is the thinnest, the one in the middle, right? This is more thick. And then this is the thickest. Mind you, again, like both of these two are 0.5. But now we're going up from a 0.5 to a 0.7. And I think you can see, like, this is coming out more dark, yeah? But they're all pens that I use, so... by all means, I think like the easiest thing for me to tell you is to play around with different pens. If you want to take a screenshot of this, by all means, you can. But... you know, I think genuinely you do have to play around with different pens to know what you like. But as you said, what did you say? Maybe writing marker is better. You didn't like how it looked in pen. Yeah, you really have to look at pen tip sizes and figure out what works best for you. And I also think like it also depends on your handwriting. Yeah, it also depends mainly on your handwriting. What is the finest point I got? I think the finest point that I have is a 0.38, which I will show you. Crazy boots that you said pen autism. Is this your first time here? I'm kind of curious because that's so crazy you said that, because yesterday I took a personality quest and when I was done, immediately above it, no, it wasn't yesterday, it was 2 days ago. It was like, there was a, do I have autism test right above it. That's crazy. All right, hold on. This is a Muji black, but this, I'll just write Muji pen 0.38. To me, this is where a problem occurs, because I have this pen that is 0.5, yeah? My Snoopy pen. My Snoopy pen is 0.5, right? If you look at it. My Snoopy pen is 0.5, the second one here, and it's what I'm holding right now. It's 0.5. Yeah, I just used a Muji pen that's 0.38, and they kind of look similar, right? Yeah, I have another 0.5 that doesn't line up with this 0.5. So I would say, like, different pen tips sometimes don't correlate between brands, because the Snoopy pen that I have versus the Energel that I use, again, those are two different brands. Don't remember what this is called. I'll write it in the VOD once this is over. I can easily figure it out what pen brand this is, but I feel like between brands sometimes the tip size doesn't correlate, if that makes sense. Crazy boots, yo, crazy boots. And all I was doing was talking about pens. But yeah, I would say the Pilot G2, which is, that's what I used for this, right? Pilot G2 is really good. or it writes nice, and I think it's because it's bold. It's more bold. I think 0.7s are nice because they're bold, but I will also have to say too, a different thing that you have to worry about. Hold on, I'm drinking tea. Yeah, I apologize. A different thing you have to worry about too is bleeding. What does bleeding mean now? Thank you for introducing another term to me. So bleeding is when you write with a pen and you can see it through the other page. That is what we call bleeding. The paper thickness of this book, I genuinely don't remember, but it's a good paper thickness because I used a 0.7 tip. But I don't see, you obviously don't see the words of this through the page. However, if I bring back the notepad, well, do you kind of see? I don't know if the camera picks it up good enough, but you can kind of see the ink ghosting through. And I use the 0.7 tip to write this, by the way. You kind of can see. I don't know. I'm sorry, my lighting is not that great, but you can kind of see the words ghosting through. Camera isn't picking it up. Hopefully, someone sees it, because to me, I can see it. Or maybe you can't. I mean, also let me look for another book. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I just wanted to mute my camera. Hold on. Wait. There it is. That would be the paper quality, right? Paper quality, and like, I don't know if I should say paper quality, but it's really like paper thickness. I think the actual term, like the appropriate term, is called GSM. But I don't know about all that GSM thing, though. I'll have to be honest. I don't know anything about GSM stuff. The book that I was writing in earlier, I just have to find it, and I think it'll show you a better idea of what I mean by bleed. But when I say the term bleed, it's me basically saying like you can see the ink through that next page. Which, like, once you get to, like, tips that are 0.7 and even 0.1, depending on your paper thickness or GSM, you're gonna start seeing the ink through the page. Like when you write with a Sharpie. Exactly. That's a good analogy. When you write with a Sharpie. Okay. Can you see now? Can you see ink? This is a different notebook altogether. That's 𝗓𝗓, by the way. But hopefully you can see now what I mean. I wrote on the next page, I wrote in a 0.7 tip. But it kind of bleeds through. You can see this paper is not that thick. It's a nice paper though. I really like this notebook. But you can see the letters coming through. That's what I mean by like you have to... If you're journaling and it's something that's gonna bother you, where it's like, I'm gonna see the text through the other page, depending on what kind of utensil I'm writing with, then, you know, you have to think about pens. Which a lot of people, what they do before they start their journal, they'll do what is called a swatch page, which is basically taking different mediums, like different markers, different pens, and they'll swatch them on a page and then turn it over to see what bleeds through versus what doesn't. And that was your Dove yap about pens. Any questions? Yeah, it seems like you should do... Doing a test page is always helpful. Even if you want to do it on the front, or I like to decorate my front page, which I can't show you because it's kind of reflective. But sometimes what I do is I go to the back of my book, and I just like, you can kind of see it. I test my mediums on the back page because I never use the back. I think I do that more so for color instead of bleed, but you know. But yeah, this is a page. I think I showed you guys the prints beforehand that I'd cut them out, but I never did them, and I said I was gonna do it with the members. But I was like, let me just do it now, because I've been really holding off on that. So I think this came out good. It also like helped me reshape. Kind of basically, this page was like a New Year's resolutions page almost, but it's also me telling myself that I'm very proud of my progress that I've done so far, because I noticed last year, and then Spectre told me too, that like something that I do, which is kind of unhealthy, is that I never give myself a pat on the back for what I do. And it kind of comes off as me doing it because I'm trying to be humble, which is true, because I don't really like the mindset of me praising myself for my work and then it comes off as gloating, because I've had done so in the past where it's like I kind of felt like I wanted to praise myself, and then when I was telling other people about it, it really came off in terms of like I was gloating and oh, she can do that, then I can do it too. Like, how are you able to do such a thing? So I don't really like praising myself too much in that sort of context, because I feel like every time I praise myself, I get negative responses. But it does feel nice to hear that, like, because I remember when Spectre told me, you know, you should appreciate yourself more. I think that's something that I need to do this year, is just appreciate myself more. Can we praise you? It depends. It depends. I think it's more so along the lines of if you want to give me a compliment, sure, but if you wanna, don't go overboard. I guess that's what I'm looking for. Just don't go overboard, because then I'm gonna feel shy. Here's my praise, you white girl. You know what? I'll take it. Someone told me that yesterday too. I met someone random in Doom Match yesterday, and they were like, swag. You got 0. And I was like, yeah, I do have 0 swag. And then he was like, don't say that about yourself, because I'm sure there are lots of people that like you. I think he left, but I was like, damn, that's really nice that someone told me that in passing and we don't even know each other. But yeah, I need to make sure I healthfully appreciate myself more. Shy. I'm very shy. Paladin, were you here earlier when I was yapping about my little rant? Yapping about my little rant about playing with someone in Rivals? My god. Here's to hoping I get to do it again and I don't freak out. We'll see how this year goes. I think something that I told myself too, or I kept saying, was that I hope I make a friend this year. I think I said I want to talk to someone new this year, which I did. I accomplished that already, because I remember Mr. 𝗓𝗓𝗡𝗙𝗧𝗓𝗡 was new. And then Logan, you're kind of new too. I think you were here before the new year, actually. But I will consider Mr. 𝗓𝗓𝗡𝗓𝗡𝗙𝗡 as someone new that I talked to. But in terms of friends, I don't know how that's gonna go. 𝗓𝗓𝗡𝗙𝗧𝗓𝗡, I think is what I have to tell myself. Anywho, speaking of friends, I decided for today, I think, besides making it a New Year's resolution page, well, here's my thinking. You're the horse. 𝗍𝗡𝗎𝗍𝗡. I was gonna actually do, I like Daiwa a lot and I like Rice a lot. But I was like, I kind of like the pairing of Rice and Urara-chan. So that's what I'm gonna do today. So I printed out pictures of Urara and Rice, and we're just gonna take it as I feel. Easy as it goes. I found a good chunk of these on Pinterest, actually. So I cut them out beforehand, yeah. They're all here. All of my little stuff. Haru the goat, so true. And we're gonna take it slow and steady. The only thing I did off camera, because I noticed last time it was kind of awkward for me to do it, but I may do so again and you'll understand why in a few. I want to off camera, sorry, I forgot what I said in the past 2 seconds. My mind is going 500 miles a minute. Off camera, I put on tape because I know this is going to extend into 2 pages. However, the last time when I was putting on tape, I just paused the camera and did it and then came back. This time, what I'm going to do, well, I did my tape beforehand, but I might do lettering similar how I did it here, which is why I showed you this page. Hold on. I love how I keep showing this page. Similar to how I did this, I might do lettering for here. How? I'm not sure as of yet, but we'll figure it out as we go. if that's the case, I'm gonna pause the camera. And then also when I go get stickers, I'm gonna pause the camera again. So there are gonna be a couple pauses during stream. Hopefully no one minds that all too much. But we're gonna do one page and then it's gonna extend into 2 pages. I didn't really plan any of this out, by the way, besides like what theme I wanted. Year of the Horse, New Year's resolutions, Umamusume, I know Harara, good friends, like the color scheme. So I'm gonna stop stalling and actually start. It's been 37 minutes. My god. Girl, if anyone knows how to stall for time, it is you. Thank you. You're welcome. Imagine. No one said that to me, but I'm just gonna roll with it. Okay. Urara. And then rice. I actually like the idea of having them here or here-ish, because it kind of is gonna go, everything is gonna go in this direction, right? So I'm gonna put them like maybe around here. And then that's really the only thing I determined off camera besides cutting. I did do a lot of work. You can see my shadow. I did do a lot of like prep work off camera, but obviously I did not decide what images I wanted to place where. So all of this is really just, I'm doing it as I go. But hopefully you enjoy. I want to say too, as a side note, yeah, I made a journaling video, like how to start journaling video a while ago, like a while ago, and it's in another journaling playlist. I want you to disregard that video completely. And I'm gonna tell you why. It's very outdated. It's very outdated. I also mentioned shops in there that some of them I still use, some of them I don't, but I would genuinely, like, I genuinely would rather not, it's not talk about them, but I just feel like it's so outdated because 2 of those shops basically are not really selling as much anymore, and then one of them it's I don't know what's going on. So I was like, I need to just take that video, I'm gonna private it or take it down essentially. But if anyone wants like a tutorial video again, I have no idea how I would be able to film that. I have no idea how I'd be able to film a tutorial video, but if you want some sort of tutorial video, you need any help with journaling, by the way, like I just spent how many minutes talking about pens? Probably like 20 minutes. If you need any sort of journaling help, or if you think, or you ask like, hey, I would like if you can do like a journaling live stream for beginners type of live stream, just ask. I'm more than happy to do that with you guys. And with that being said, let's just continue with what I want to do, which is placement. I'm gonna move. I actually took this out for a different page that I wanted to do. It's kind of ripped, but I may use it or I may not use it, so we'll see. Could you ask on X if anything? Yes, by all means feel free to reach out to me on X. For those of you that are watching in the future, you don't know what my X account is, it is duckiedove, same thing as it is here. But yes, if you need any sort of like specific advice, ask me on X. I will respond to you fast enough. Channel isn't big enough to, I love how I said channel isn't big enough. I didn't mean it like that way. My channel is not that big, right? So I'm gonna see it, trust. It's not like I'm gonna ignore your response. Okay, let us keep going, yeah? I think these two go together. Everything like goes together, if that makes sense. Like these two are their casual outfits. I have like 2 little chibis of them. Then I have 2 of these things from the in-game. They're silhouettes, although they're different outfits. And then I have these 2 are cards, it looks like. So everything is in 2s. Everything is like a pair. And something else that I realized too, I think I talked about like throwing away all of my old stuff that I kept for a long time. I didn't really want to use them anymore. I felt like those 2 were very outdated. I did very nice journal pages, but I only wrote like 1 or 2 sentences in them, which kind of sucks. So after I did the other page, which I think I showed that other page too many times by now, but I really enjoy writing. I think that's something that's really healthy to do, is to just write. So I want to make sure I do that more. If the pages seem kind of spacious, it's because I'm trying to write. I think I might do. You're probably gonna know this as a I like to blah, 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 blah. I like to call this a corner to corner page. I think that's what's going to happen here. Everything is gonna be corner to corner. Also, the music is new. Don't know if anyone pointed that out. It's new-ish, not really all that new. I also lowered it a little bit. You can tell me if I need to push it up. I don't mind, but I figured let me lower it a little bit. I'm gonna be doing a corner-to-corner type of page again, but I typically like corner-to-corner styles, which if you've been here for the past couple of days or the past couple of journaling videos, you should know what I mean by corner-to-corner. It's pretty self-explanatory. I just decorate in one corner and then another corner, and then the rest is kind of empty. I think I do like this, so we're gonna keep this as is, right? I'm gonna put these two to the side. And then I'm also going to put these two, I'm going to position them together to the side. When I first started, what I typically would do is I would make my layouts on the page, and then I would take my phone and I would take a picture of it. So I have the idea, and then I would just push all my images to the side and then use my phone as a reference to piece everything together. But if that's not your type of jam, you know, you just want to put everything as is on the page, you can do that too. But I think it's good to pre-plan sometimes everything out, which I also, this tape to me felt very them. If not both of them, then this I feel like is very Urawa core. And then I like this. I noticed I use this tape quite a lot. I pull for it a lot. It's annoying to work with, but I do like it. And then I'm trying to figure out how I want this, because obviously I have less space to work with. Like, this looks nice, but in comparison to this, obviously there's less space to work with here, so there's that. I was gonna ask if you know, if you go in knowing how many pictures you want to use in your entries. So that's actually funny that you say that, because when I think when I first started, and what I've been going back to is I just choose images and then I print them. I don't really go overboard, but there was some point, which actually I still do it sometimes, especially for my Hobonichi weeks, which is like that thinner, skinnier journal. It's in the memberships page. Plug to the memberships if you don't have it already. But for the Hobonichi weeks, because the pages are quite slim, I'm like, I have to I typically, what I do is I set up a little page that has the dimensions of my Hobonichi weeks per se, and then I would basically put the images in there in my little page that I set up, and then I would resize everything, and then I would go ahead and print. But that's also a lot of work. So if you don't have the luxury of having something like Photoshop, or what I use is Affinity Pro, which I use Affinity Pro for my thumbnails too, so that's like, I'm using it as a multi-purpose type of tool, right? But what I used to do was I would take a ruler and then I would measure my book, right? Or I at least measure one page of my book, and then I would get the dimensions of the page of my book. And now that I know what one size, well, like, well, let's say one page, what size it is height-wise and width-wise, I know, okay, because I know that, I should also try and figure out, like, I shouldn't oversize an image beyond the boundaries of the size of my page. And then I would just do guesswork from there. It's really... Another thing too, Onyx, is the more that you play around with your journal, the more that you'll understand, like, okay, it's probably... like, this image is probably a good size for me to print, versus like, oh, this, I did this entry in this page, or I did this entry in this book, like whatever day it was, and I maybe printed too big. So let me this time probably print the images a little smaller. Typically when I print too, I always have them in one single like file. And then when because I was doing it so often, it was easy to track, like, okay, this page I made so-and-so print too big, so I know to go back and I should, for the next time I print out something for so-and-so journal, to make it like a little smaller. It's really, I feel like I've been using this term a lot, but I mean it in a good way. You have to F around and find out. The more you F around, the more you're going to figure out, okay, this is how this is working for me versus this isn't really working for me in my best interest, and then here's why. Things of that nature, you know? Let's see. Kind of like this. And then... this. Kind of. And then what if I did... I'm also doing, again, surprise, it feels like another corner to corner almost. But, it's like this. I do this. Hello, welcome. Welcome, welcome. And you're late. No, you're fine. I barely started. I didn't even glue anything down. You're good. Welcome, welcome. I spent 20 minutes yapping about pens and pen size, so you're fine. You're absolutely fine. Don't worry about that. I think this is gonna work. Exactly how I have it, it's gonna work. I have an idea. Surprise, she has an idea. I love it when you have ideas, Duck. Thank you. You're welcome. Alright. I'm gonna take these and put it aside. I have to remember that kind of arc formation that I had with the three of them, but I'm sure I'll be able to remember that. Alright. I have my handy dandy glue stick with me. Glue stick. I think you can tell what brand it is, but I'm not endorsed by them to say anything. And of course I show the gosh darn label. Great job. I think if I remember, I had this like this. Right? One of them was down and one of them was on top of the other one. Yeah. Yeah. Can you sniff the glue stick this time? Are you happy? Are you happy? Sniff. Sniff it. Sniff. Here. Are you happy? Are you happy? Where are my... Oh no, I need to pause because I had my tweezers with me. I need to go look for them. Hold on. Tweezers! Ah, it's all the way in the corner. When you're doing this, you're starting out doing this, you're gonna mess up a few times. You have to be okay with that. I wish I could show you my first page, but I don't think I have a page. I have a picture of it anymore. It's not really the greatest looking thing, but you know. It is what it is. You feel like a bot. I'm sorry. I hope you find another community. Brother, what? Welcome in, 07s. Sorry, my first impression, the first impression you get of me is I'm letting someone go. Anywho, I'm back. I found my tweezers. I also lost my tweezers again. I keep doing that. I don't know why. Please don't be overly yappy like the other person was in my chat. It's kind of weird. Anywho. Can you hear that when I'm really fighting this glue stick? Hopefully it sticks, but I have other ones. When you're starting this, there are a couple of things I would like to mention. Your first ones are probably going to turn out not really that great. You have to just keep going and figure out what works for you. Yeah. I think another thing too is remembering to have fun. As long as you're enjoying yourself, then, you know, everything will work out or work itself out in time. Because the more that you do it, the more that you'll learn, right? It's kind of like VTubing almost, if I can relate it to anything. Mind you, this glue stick is kind of booty cheeks right now to me. It's kind of old. So it may not be as sticky. Oh, fight, fight, fight. Put it like here, or I'll put it a little bit more down. There's space. Perfect. Alright. And then if I need to glue other pieces, like here is kind of lifting up, I'll do it off camera. Or at least I can try my best to go in right now and do it. But again, the glue stick is kind of icky. And by icky, I mean it's kind of old. So there's only so much I can do. Alright, that's good. And then I might mute my camera because I want to paint today, like how I painted. Off camera, but I'll kind of explain to you how I did everything. So you can get a mental image in your head as to what I'm doing. I felt a satisfaction when I had painted my last page, so I was like, let me try it again. That way I can also get some practice in. As I'm gluing right now, I'm trying to glue. I was gonna say Momo-chan. This is obviously not Momo-chan. This is Rice Shower. As I'm gluing Rice Shower down. Isn't there? I thought I saw this before I started stream. But there's also some stuff happening in Uma Musume today, isn't there? Like an update? I saw that on Twitter before I started. I was like, that's interesting. I think I saw Miyano Top Gun in the mix. I like Miyano Top Gun's colors. I really like her orange. Like her orange hair is really nice. And then I just like her... What is it? Like, not her uniform. I think all of them start in like a specific uniform, right? Her like actual clothes, like the camo jacket and then the shorts. I really like that. I think it's neat. Her race outfit, yeah, her race outfit. There's going to be an event really soon. Ah, you don't follow too closely on Twitter. Got it. Got it. Yeah, I was like... I saw something earlier, and I was like, interesting. Some of you guys can play along as I'm taping in all my stickers. Alright, so... I basically want to write out 2026, yeah? But I want to do it in, like, a little... I'm going to show you what I did. With this, I sketched it in pencil first. Then, on a separate paint palette, I took... This is actually the same color that I used. I took this marker, yeah? This is the Tombow. I'm not sponsored by Tombow. And I kind of like scratched it in a paint palette. And then I took water and then I lightly dabbed over the letters that I already drew into each letter and painted. So that is how I did this. I kind of want to do that for this page as well. I think I might make it... I'm between pink and purple. I think I want to do both. Or I can try and do a gradient. I think I want to try and do a gradient. So I'm going to try and do that tonight. If I can find my paint palette, actually. It's here. I actually can't show you. I wasn't about to pull it out to show you guys. I can't show you because it's reflective. So what I'm gonna do again is boink. And then boink. I have to mute the camera. But I'm painting. Just know I'm painting. But I'm still here. I have to take out my gloves for this one. I'm drawing and then I'm painting first. I probably could have drawn on camera, but that's fine. I'm gonna move my journal aside for now. I also need to get... Do I need to get water? Actually don't know. I think I might have water with me if I didn't... I did not... Ah, nuts. I drank from it. I don't want to use my drink water for my painting. That would be kind of crazy. And now my brain is like, did I ever do that before? I can't remember. You are imagining painting. Yes. Imagine the painting. Imagine me painting. Imagine it turning out really, really sexy and nice. That would be nice. And then I have to find my little book. I have mixed media paper. That's what I used to do watercolor, by the way. Mixed media paper. This part of stream is probably going to be quiet because I'm trying to concentrate. But I will do my best to talk as much as I can. I apologize if I'm not talking. Oh, I'm nuts. I had a whole bunch of different photos in my journal and they all fell out. But you can't see it, obviously. That's on me. Some of these are so tiny too. My god. Oguri cap. Isn't it the winter Oguri cap that you guys are yapping about right now? I think that is. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But if I'm not wrong, then yippee! I'm not wrong. Yeah, it is. Nice. Yeah, the winter Oguri cap is very cute, but I also saw that she's like a powerhouse, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. She's one of the meta, like how Kita-san. Kita-san was also the meta, but Kita-san was also the meta for a short period of time. If I remember that fact correctly. I think someone had specifically said, what was it? That later on in the game, that power, like, you need to collect a lot of power cards. Because power is like the meta in JP. Correct me on that if I'm wrong, but I don't know if anyone in here actually plays the JP version of the game. Kita-san, support card will be the meta. Yes, so I've heard. If I remember that fact correctly. Okay. Very easy, like. I need to swatch these colors first. I also want to see how seamlessly they blend into each other. I need to get water, actually. Hold on. I need to go get water. I'll be back. It shouldn't take me too long to get it. Okay, I got my water. Water was for painting though, not for drinking, sadly. But I do have water to drink, if I need to drink it, that is. Which I might actually do that in a moment. Oh no, did my stream... Please don't tell me that stream paused. It looks like I'm okay. But my model just froze for whatever reason. You know what? It's fine. We're gonna deal with that. I'm just gonna really quickly... I'm sketching out 2026, but I'm doing it in like a bubble style. And if you don't know what bubble style is, then I guess you'll see it on camera. I was about to explain it to you guys, but then I was like, I'll explain it. But then it may be that you don't even... I didn't explain it properly, so... What's the point of explaining it then? I don't know. Oh, I was supposed to also check if these things blend into each other. This too looks like a Z. Why? Why does this too look like a Z? Hold on. I need to check if these colors blend into each other nicely. Actually, look, Galaxy Core. These colors together, the pink and the purple. But I may have blended them wrong. Now that I'm looking at it. I think the purple may be too dark for what I've imagined. So... I think I can get a lighter purple. 2 and Z are pretty similar. That is true. You're not wrong. Shouldn't be too hard on myself, You need to study. Enjoy your studying. Goodbye. Just gonna continue. I basically have to see what gradient I like more. I think this gradient is the second gradient that I'm doing right now, which you can't see, but you'll see it in a few anyways. I like this quite more, so I will work with this as best as I can. It's more on the pink side, but there is purple in it. Are you painting right now and we can't see? Oh my god. How did you know that? How did you know that? Oh my god. It's like you're a magician. Hi. Oh, Sevens. Happy New Year if I haven't told you so already. Right now I'm sketching out the 0. It looks like an egg. Someone's about to write to me. Well, 0s do look like eggs, man. If I'm not mistaken. Oh my god. Crazy boots. Oh my god. Before I forget, another random side note, but Sweatchan put out a clip. Sweatchan put out a really good clip. I need to share that with you. It's been a while since Sweatchan clipped me on. Sweatchan. Trying to find it, don't mind me. Got it. There it is. It was a funny clip. I agree. That was a good clip. What? I just muted my audio, or some of my audio, because I didn't want anything else random to play. But this is Sweatchan's clip if you want to go watch. Oink. Perfect. Okay. 0, 2. Something that I could have done, which I didn't do, but I should have, was I should have measured out how exactly tall and how exactly wide I wanted my, like, letters to be, essentially. And then sketched them out in that box. So when I pasted them in my notebook, once I was ready, it would be the appropriate side. Or appropriate size, I should say. Yeah? Right now, I'm just doing guesswork. I'm just enjoying myself. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to even say trying my best. I'm really enjoying myself right now. As I'm, again, doing something that you can't see. I think this part I actually could have filmed on camera. But too bad. I already muted it. 2026. Can you believe it? 2026 already. You regret missing the stream? Well, it's up. If you'd like to go watch. I think sometimes too, it's kind of sad that you can't, like, I get the feeling of I can't watch my Oshi or whoever it is in real time. But, you know, sometimes watching a VOD is nice. At least in my perspective. I think I am very much a VOD watcher for most of the time. I go and watch whoever it is I go watch. 2026. The 6 looks kind of funny, but that's okay. The 6 is a comedian for whatever reason. And then trying to make sure everything has appropriate it's appropriately filled. I don't even know if filled is the right word. I want this to be a little bit more smooth. Right now I'm drawing the 6, but it's kind of hard to draw a 6. I think any number that has like any sort of hole in it, it's kind of hard to estimate and draw that hole. But I guess that also takes practice. Okay, tea is done. No more tea for Duck. I am gonna slowly, well, I have to erase first. I'm kind of erasing my outline, but I'm doing it lightly so I can see a majority of the contours of said outline. Erasing. I'm erasing. I love your commentary, thank you. It's just I'm erasing and there's words on the screen but I can't see anything. I know. Isn't that the joy of working together? I think that it is. You know what? I think that it is. Imagine? Well, you have enough imagination. I'm sure as a potato with your potato brain, you can potato figure out what is potato going on right now in front of your potato screens. Potato? Potato. You know what I had today for lunch? A hash brown. It was really good. I had it with ketchup. Ketchup? No, not with ketchup. With ketchup. I have more. I have a whole bunch of hash browns that I need to go through and eat. And I can't wait to eat those tomorrow. I have to also wake up earlier. I don't even know if I said this already. With Kesha? No, with ketchup. And Kesha and I ain't got lines like that. Sorry to say. You wanna have a cat? You wanna have a hash brown with ketchup? Ketchup! Ketchup! You never guess where you're gonna go next with my banter. It always feels random, doesn't it? My banter always feels random. Crazy boots. Woke up in the morning feeling like Ducky Dove. No, don't. You put me in the shoes of someone else that I do not want to be acquainted with. How dare you? No. That's kind of nuts. Wake up in the morning, it's 2026. My god, look at that. I'm finna take a pic. Before I leave, brush my teeth with toothpaste and that. And when I leave for tonight, I'm finna come right back. I'm talking painting all my toes. And then trying on all new clothes. And then seeing where the song goes. Start talking, going and watching TV. Feeling like it's a party. Gonna get a little bit tipsy. Oh, I took the wrong marker. Nuts. I'm just wiping the marker out. Shouldn't have done that with my finger. Yeah, can you imagine? I start making random lyrics. I've been trying to practice my singing off camera again. And then as soon as I messed up, I was like, oh nuts. Probably done. I'm done with singing today. But I've been trying my best to practice off camera. I've been enjoying myself. I think I can do it more. Both enjoying myself and singing. Which I have to say, I did quite a lot today besides playing Daredevil and trying to figure out his combos. I had one guy I clocked as Daredevil, and then when I clocked him, which I don't know how I was able to survive. I survived so long with like 8 HP, and I KO'd him. And he was like, you're trash. And I said, I told him back, you're absolutely right. I am trash. Like, my guy. How did you let me beat you? Crazy boots. I was playing in AI mode too, and I got quite a lot of enemies. I think my problem is that I'm very no think when I was playing Daredevil earlier, and I need to think more. So there's that. Then I made the thumbnails for this week. I made a majority of the thumbnails for this week between yesterday and today. It's really only the Pokemon one I made today and the Grand Bazaar one I made today. The Mario Odyssey one I made, I think yesterday I made it, and then there's one more. ZA, Grand Bazaar, Mario Odyssey. Oh, the hand cam for today. I did this hand cam thumbnail a while ago. It's been in my my arsenal for a while. It's just a matter of obviously like posting it, you know. But I think this one came out really good for what I ended up doing. I wanted to put journal hand cam in the thumbnail, but I didn't have the chance to do that. I felt like I preferred it saying, I made a thumbnail that said journal hand cam, and I made one that said hand cam, and then I was like, I like it just saying hand cam on it. Saw them earlier, had message saying you're killing, oh, had message saying you're killing it with them. Oh my god, thank you. I don't even know, I didn't even see that, but I'm very happy that you think that I'm killing it with them. I think I saw Strings' compliment where he was like, the ZA thumbnail is good. I actually felt kind of puzzled or perplexed with the ZA thumbnail, and I was like, you know what? I don't really need to think anymore. I'm just gonna make do with what I have, so... That's how that came up with. And hey, as long as someone thinks it's good, then that's good enough. I think too, as long as I'm satisfied, because that's something else I need to start telling myself. Am I satisfied? Am I happy with it? I remember when Spectre told me, well, are you feeling like you're forcing yourself to come on here and stream to you guys? The answer is no. I enjoy myself coming on and yapping, you know? But I need to start enjoying my stuff a little more. I think that's something I need to remember to do. Alright, so what am I doing here? Time for your ADHD to work on something else again. Oh god, that's me too. Although I can't really tell you if I have ADHD, but I do jump between like working on different things back and forth. I feel like I can never concentrate on one specific thing. That was me earlier today. Just gonna lightly color. Actually been trying to find someone new to watch on YouTube, but I can't find anyone new. That's also something else that's been perplexing me. And then I was like, if I can't find anyone new to watch, then it's a matter of two things. Women, you need to start clipping yourself more. That's just a statement of fact. I do need to start clipping myself more. But if I can't find anyone to watch, then you know, maybe it's a time for you to start spending some more time offline. That's something that I told myself. Did I tell you about my pet peeve with my cousin? I feel like when I talk to you about my cousin, there's always some random thing that I have to tell you about my cousin. Mind you, I come from a whole... my family is kind of big, so... I should start giving names to people when I talk about them, I feel. Anywho, I have a cousin that's, like, crazily addicted to TikTok. How bad are they crazily addicted to TikTok, Dove? Well, they're crazily addicted to TikTok in the fact that, like... when we're hanging out together, meaning she comes and she hangs out with me, quote unquote hangs out with me, she's on her phone doom scrolling on TikTok. When she wants to come and sit down next to me, she's doom scrolling on TikTok. When she's in the car and she's not sleeping, she's doom scrolling on TikTok. It's just TikTok, 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 doom scrolling on TikTok. And I'm low-key kind of like, I kind of do the same habit when I had it. Mind you, I'm not as bad as her, I will say. But if you see a habit that you have projected in someone else, then and you don't like what they're doing, then it should be on you to fix that own fix your own habit that you don't like, because sometimes you can't control what other people do. Maybe humanely old yeller her it's for her best for her. What? Sloth, I have no idea what you just said, but I can't be responsible for other people's actions. The only person that you can be responsible for is for yourself. So I said for this new year, I'm going to make sure... Well, I started it from last year. I was like, I'm going to try and stay off of TikTok for as long as I can, because I hate that habit. And then there was... Oh, God. While I was away on break... she came next to me during a certain holiday function. And she sat down next to me and she came and she was like, I want to cuddle with you. I was like, okay. So she came and she came to hug me. And then one hand was hugging me, and then the other hand was doom scrolling on TikTok. Yeah, I literally, my model just showed it. I looked away like this, and I turned my face away, and I just started looking down because I was like, I hate this. I literally hate this. I literally hate the fact that she comes up next to me and she's like, I'm gonna come and spend time with you. I want to come and do this with you. And then I see her just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling on TikTok. At this point, it's not a hangout anymore. I don't know what this kind of Gen Z sort of whatever behavior you'd like to call this is, but it's just like, I'm kind of... It just irritates me so much. It's like, bro, put down the phone, yo. Put down the phone. But it's easy accessible dopamine to just scroll and scroll and scroll. Was that at least of cat videos she was scrolling? Well, it was, I don't know if it's just cat videos. Her algorithm is just a whole bunch of different things, but when I tell you, like, I feel like the behavior is bad, I mean it's bad in the sense of like anywhere that I feel like I'm with this person, it's just constantly TikTok, 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 TikTok. And it's just in the sense of like, I feel like if someone comes to go sit down and hang out with you, yeah, they're like, I want to come and spend time with you. What they shouldn't do is whip out their phone and just keeps continuously scrolling on TikTok. You know? Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm the outlier, but I just don't, it doesn't feel right in my soul, in my opinion. Also, this pink is way too pink. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to brush it out appropriately. I think I messed up. I might have to actually blend it more. It's way too pink. Oh no, I think I may have messed up. It's fine. I'll try and fix it. Can be such a vortex. Without realizing it, it's been hours since you've been scrolling. You don't have TikTok. But this has happened before on other platforms. Oh yeah, don't want to be like, I'm not a I don't do this, but I do it sometimes on YouTube myself. And I do it specifically in the nighttime. Which is kind of crazy, but it's also, again, like, you know, if you're aware that you have a problem, then it should be on you to fix it. But, you know, I can't fix other people. Again, I can't fix other people's behaviors. But I just don't like that. And it's common sense, when you hang out with family, you put the phone, you put away the phone until we all had enough fun, and then you go on your phone. Yeah, like if we're hanging out together, right? And we're not doing anything, then, you know, it's okay to go on your phone and scroll. But if we're hanging out together, you want to have a conversation, or like maybe I'll put on something for us to watch together, right? Then maybe we shouldn't have our phones out. Or if we're playing a game, as you said, if we're playing a game together, then, you know, probably should not whip out the good old phone and the good old it's really the good old TikTok at that point, because it's going to doom scrolling. I need to drink water. Oh my god. I think you could have heard me gulp. I apologize. It's also a when and yeah, time and place. Tap. Essentially, yeah. Time and place. I agree. Because sometimes people don't really have the idea of time and place. You can't. Your phone speakers suck. You don't use your phone during family gatherings unless you really want to leave. I see. Yeah, I will also say another weird place to do sad thing is, like, if you're at a restaurant and you're waiting on your food, you know, I think it's kind of weird to pull out the phone for the good old TikTok. But no, if you're waiting on your food and nothing's going on, then I feel like it's okay to pull out your phone. But if you're sitting there and you should be having a conversation, I don't think your phone should be out, you know? I feel like conversation is such a big thing now. Conversation and phone dependency kind of go hand in hand, huh? I feel like some people, they're just so introverted, they have to keep their phones out. But then it's also like, you know, we're together, so shouldn't we try and yap to each other? But I also don't know. Man, I'm very introverted. I kind of want my mango box. Man, whoever told me to watch Bocchi the Rock, or whoever suggested it, the mango box, I always think about the mango box. And by always, I mean starting from yesterday. I always think about that mango box. I really do. That mango box, yo. You watch animal documentaries when you eat, but when I wait, you talk. I feel like the last time I went to go eat food... Well, typically when I go to eat food with, like, I have to name drop my cousin again because that's the person I go with the most. It's always the phone is out, has to take pictures. But then even so, I feel like sometimes it's still scrolling on TikTok. You know what? Maybe this is a sign that I need to find someone with a like-mindedness to hang out with, huh? Find someone with like-mindedness to hang out with. But then also, I noticed something that I might need to work on is, well, besides introversion, because I did say already, right, that my introversion is kind of bad. Conversation is also a problem too. I need to work on conversation, which is a reason why I started VTubing in the first place. I wanted to improve on my conversation skills, which a lot of you guys have said that from when I first started to now, like my speaking has improved. But I don't think that necessarily my spoils as to my conversation skills will not necessarily translate into progress if I'm not using them with people, which I do use. I have to say, like, in terms of speaking to family, I have improved. But when it comes to talking to people I don't know, like strangers, I don't know if I can specifically tell you if I have good speaking skills or not. I guess we'll have to see if that changes too, huh? Alright, I think I'm done painting. One of the letters, one of the numbers, it's a little bit too pink. Let me see if I can fix the other numbers. I'm also gonna add in some detailing, I think, just to pretty it up a little bit and just distract from my mistakes. I think actually that's what I need to do, is to whip out a marker of some kind, like a white marker maybe, or a white pen, which I may have. I'm not sure. But I made one of these letters a little too pink, which is fine. You live and you learn from it, unless you can fix it. But even then, if you mess up too much, you know. Again, you live and you learn from it. I can't really, do too much. I'll show you on camera, so everything makes sense in a few minutes, but right now I'm just trying to... Essentially what I'm doing is I'm trying to patch things up. But it feels nice to paint, I have to say. Alright, I'm satisfied with the painting. Actually, it needs to dry. I can't do any detailing because I kind of went heavy with the water, and then the page is kind of like... Yeah, it's kind of denting, so... I need to wait for everything to dry, and then we'll put in some detailing. But I can show you what I did. Right now I'm just cutting out the numbers that I have. And then I'll turn the camera on for you to see what I did. Ah, and then you know what else I have to do? I have to put on my gloves. I was about to turn on the camera and not have my gloves on. It's actually easier to work with no gloves, but I prefer to have them on. Okay, goodbye notebook. I'll see you another day. Who knows, I might see you soon. Okay. Gloves. And then... Oh! Aw, nuts! All of my papers fell out again. Brother. You need to have a better place to put your papers in. Papers, please. Alright. You don't blame me. Yeah, I have to take extra precaution. Where and when I can. Or at least I'm trying to. Mind you, I think I should get different gloves to work with. Because these gloves are absolutely redonkulous. At least they're something, but they're kind of redonkulous. I'll have to see what I have. Or if I want to, like what I want to choose from. I should just do glove shopping. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15, 17, 18. Oops, that's the wrong thing. Sorry, I turned on more music. There we go. There we go. This is basically what I did off camera. I took 2 colors. I took like a really light, you can kind of see the pink. But I took a really light purple and pink, but I made the 6 at first a little bit too pink on the bottom, so I was trying to work in with the rest of these to make it a little lighter. Or make it even, I should say. You stand careful, not messy, but you imagine glue would be annoying to deal with having gloves on if it ever gets messy. Yeah, I would say too that like the hardest thing is probably opening the glue stick because it's on pretty tight and then the gloves are slippery. So it's kind of hard to get like a good grip to pull it off. But I try to make sure to open my glue stick and leave it open when I'm doing the journaling. I sadly don't want to use the tape roller because it's too reflective. There are a lot of things that are too reflective, like the scissors and stuff, and it's like I don't trust that. And I'm not going to take that risk. So it is what it is at the end of the day. I don't really have the optimal settings or whatever for it, but that's fine. I'm just happy that I get to do this, you know. I sketched out my numbers first. This is a pencil with pencil. Then I have my little painting palette on the side, but I took my markers and kind of worked with them in my painting palette. I swatched them first. These are the 2 colors that I worked with, by the way. I kind of swatched them first, then checked if I liked the color like blending, and then I used them essentially. Well, I swatched them in a palette and then I like kind of painted them in, or whatever. Nice bubble letters, thank you. At least observation-wise, gloves look like they'd be a pain to work with on... Oh, yes. Anything that's, like, very microscopic. Good luck. Unless I'm obviously not wearing the right gloves, because these are very, slippery. But, you know, you can only... There's only so much that I personally can do. So, I shouldn't hammer myself too hard, if that makes sense. Alright, we have 1 Urara. No. I'm actually missing a set of photos now that I'm looking at everything. Ah, I have it. to reach. Stop. Stop. I want to reach. There it is. Okay. I got it. We have to glue these down now. And then my tweezers are here too. Alright. Tweezers. I think it was going to be... I put rice on top of 𝗓𝗏, right? I think I had it like this, right? I think so. Where it was like rice on top or rice on the bottom this time, and then 𝗓𝗏 on top. Mind you, these are two different stills from the game because this is obviously like these are not their race. Rice has a racing outfit on, but 𝗓𝗏 doesn't. I grabbed these off of Pinterest. I'm sorry, I didn't really go too crazy with going to take screenshots because it was a last-minute sort of plan that I wanted to do these two, but I think I'll do it like this. All right, glue time. Doink. And also nice bubble letters. Thank you. I just felt it. I don't know if Gone with the Wind... My mind is saying, like, say Gone with the Wind, but no. I have to cook tomorrow. That's something else I noticed. I have to cook tomorrow. It's either mac and cheese or curry. Oh! If I'm late tomorrow, I'm cooking. If I'm not late tomorrow, I cooked beforehand. If I am late tomorrow, side note, I got distracted with Rivals. I noticed too last year, something that I'd like to clock myself on. When I was playing Rivals last year, I would spend hours. I think that translates... I think like... Side note. I think my Rivals skills have improved from where I first started. Especially, I can say that I know a good chunk of characters. At least it's not like I'm a one-trick, you know? But that being said though, I think I spent too much time goofing off in Rivals last year. I would open up Rivals and I'm like, oh, I'll play for an hour, but I spend like 3 or 4. But I have too much fun on it, so... You know. It's something I need to manage a little bit better this year. Making mac and cheese. We can be cheesy twins. I have smoked Gouda. And I think I have, a cheddar, so I'm gonna try and mix those two and see how it goes. Every time I make mac and cheese, kind of random, I always mess up on the roux, sadly. I don't know why, but I always seem to mess up on the roux, so I need a... I love how I keep saying I fear, but I need to try and... basically make more mac and cheese so I can understand how to do the roux. Your wife won't let you have smoked cheese. Why? Wait, is there a reason? That's interesting. Oh, she doesn't like it. Oh, I like it. I love it. I love it. It makes me think of bacon. And I don't really get to... I have turkey bacon here and there when like my brother cooks it or one of my other cousins cook it. But I don't really get to eat it a lot. So when I eat smoked, I usually like smoked Gouda. Smoked Gouda is makes me feel like I'm eating bacon. It's yum. I love me a good smoked Gouda. Okay, I'm gonna put this like maybe here. I kind of want to hide this little... There's a little fast forward icon. I'm trying to hide it. Alright, good. You love smoked cheese. Do you get it? I'm kind of curious. Now that you've said that, do you actually like go out of your way to buy it or no? Made triple cheese baked mac for a family Christmas event. How was that? Did you win? Was euphoric. Ah, nice. Did it fit? How? I'm curious now. Did it finish in one day? I just realized you can see my shadow drinking water. Oh, they tore it apart. Damn! GG's, damn. Yo, that sounds good. Triple cheese baked mac. Took like half a serving home. Very, very good. Very happy to hear that. Damn. I want some mac and cheese. Well, I'm probably gonna make tomorrow, but that sounds good. I love... Damn. Damn. I need to make a... I want to try and make a baked mac and cheese from scratch. I've been making mac and cheese from scratch, but I want to... Maybe I should try making baked mac and cheese from scratch. Okay. I was about to say, I don't know if I have any white gel pens, and of course I drop it on the floor. Great job. Hold on. I need to go... I'm gonna mute my thing so I can see if I can pick it up. There it is. Okay. Crazy boot pen. I have a it's the jelly roll, but sometimes I have to smack it a lot because it doesn't really come out. Gruyere, Gouda, and sharp cheese, cheddar. That is very true, yes. You need your flavoring cheeses and then you need your tasting cheeses, but I like it. I think like Gruyere, the only problem with Gruyere is that it's kind of smelly, but it does hit the right, the flavor profiles are there. And I just love Gouda in general. I think Gouda is on like top for cheese. Mac and cheese stream, that would be awesome if I could do that. Even if it was for like a lunch, I would be happy. Alright, I'm trying to think about how I want to do this. Oh god, please tell me that this pen... Okay. I was gonna say, please tell me that this pen works. It does. Yeah, I'm gonna... It looks like I'm doing to the right and down, so I'm gonna make sure I just stick to this piece of the numbers. Don't mind me, I'm concentrating. I'm like locking in. It's like rivals. Lock in. With a punch of mustard powder. Yes, even I think like cheese and mustard are a good combo. But when you're adding in any sort of mustard into like a cheese dish, you can't put too much mustard because then it's going to overpower it. But they do work very well together. Ain't put a touch of mustard powder in your mac, you're due to give it a try. Yeah, mustard powder or... Well, I don't know if you put mustard in. But typically, for our petito holiday season, my mom makes something... A pastry that we call cheese roll. And it's basically what it sounds like. It's a little pastry that has cheese inside. It's so good. But when she makes the cheese mixture for the roll, she puts a little bit of mustard inside. It just gives it like a little zing. And it's so good. Paprika. Yeah, I think any seasoning. It's always good to put seasoning in anything. I think it was Dino had said that he doesn't really like to, No. Not that he doesn't like. I apologize. Dino said that he never had adobo before because in the Mario Galaxy stream, I mentioned adobo in passing. Adobo is so good, yo. Not sponsored by adobo, but, you know. If you know, you know. But if you don't know, then I'm very sorry for you. Adobo is so good. I'm not sponsored by them, though. I'm just adding like little detailing to the corners just to give it like a little extra oomph. You grew up on adobo, but you still don't know what it is. I can't really explain to you what exactly it is either, but it's a well, the way that I would explain it to someone else is that it's a seasoning. You use it to season your food. Damn, now you're making me wanna... tomorrow I have to go look and see what it is. What it says like on the bottle. Although I'm sure someone can Google it. Okay. It's very small, the detailing that I did. But, hi, are you doing a journal page? Yeah, I'm doing journal pages with an S. Welcome. Adobo is a seasoning in your place? I would call it like seasoning, yeah. That's how I would define it as. What would you define it as, Chester? Or Sylvette? Are we talking about Mexican adobo sauce or Filipino adobo sauce? Not even... It's not really a sauce. It's a seasoning. Adobo, like, that comes in the bottle and then you kind of shake it out of the bottle. No? No. Do you not know what I'm talking about? They usually have it at grocery stores. Uma Musume journal page, and we talk about adobo. They're different kinds, I see. Fair enough then. Hold on, right now I'm concentrating on cutting my little numbers out. And then I'll put my camera back on. All streams go back to where they first began. Adobo. Sorry that the first thing you come into, first time you're meeting me, you're hearing about adobo. Like the funniest thing. Yeah, I saw this new girl tonight on YouTube. What was she talking about? Adobo. You know it as a dish. I see. Now you want adobo seasoning. Hi, is this the adobo stream? Welcome back, Archibibbles. Welcome back. You don't know adobo that comes in like the bottle. Oh, I actually made my numbers the perfect size, I think. I didn't measure them out, but I think they're good enough. I think I can't use my glue. The material of the paper is actually a little bit thick, obviously because it can hold water to it. But I can't use my glue stick, so I'm gonna keep the camera muted just a little longer, so I can use my glue tape to tape down the numbers to my notebook, and then I'll turn it on again once I'm ready. Hold on. Uma Musume stream, where we talk about adobo. Okay. I have to figure out how I want to place this. I have the idea. Okay. I love how I'm saying okay to myself. I think the letters came out cute. It's not letters, it's numbers. I'm used to saying letters because I always do this for letters. I never do numbers. You're just imagining Dove with a protractor. You're not. You made me remember something now. It's kind of funny. Can't be talking like this, and not make Mac tomorrow. I hope you make Mac tomorrow. Well, actually, I'm not. Wait, I think I just put something together in my mind. Logan, are you he on Twitter? My brain is like putting things together in my mind. I think it's because of the profile picture. I apologize if I'm overstepping. But I'm also realizing the pictures are the same. I was gonna say, if you are he on Twitter, that didn't take long. I'm kind of slow. I was two things. Firstly, thank you again for the art that you did for me. You really popped off with it. I'm very thankful because I don't get art all that often. Number one. And then number two, if I'm not overstepping and you're comfortable, I'd like to see that pasta picture when you have the chance. If you don't do it tomorrow, but if you do it another time. I'd love to be nosy and see your pasta. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. That's like with you, when your name used to be like Panty Thief or whatever it was. Hello, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hold on. My new woken up at 3 AM routine has been to check if you are streaming. Oh my god. You're a great streamer, time zone be damned. Hope your 26 is full of positivity. Thank you very, very much for the super chat. That's also a big compliment to hear that I'm a good streamer. I'm very happy that you think that. Thank you so much, and again, Happy New Year. I'm very sorry that your sleep schedule has been wrecked, though. That sucks. That sucks. Damn. My sleep schedule has been bad, too. I've been up at, like, same thing, around 3 AM. Your name was never Panty Thief. Oh, sorry. But you had panties in your profile picture. No? I said I was talking to a pair of panties. I think that's what I said. Sorry. Hello, that's how I remember JJ's kind of smile. To be fair, I think Spark has had the worst of it because didn't I go to Spark the other day and I was like, whatever, something, 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 Spark, whatever your name is again. You've been wrongfully accused. Listen. You were a pair of panties beforehand, so... that much I remember. The great panties. Crazy boot. Alright. You don't even remember. Yeah, the other day I said, what's your name again? And then you were like, how rude. But if you don't remember, then that means I'm fine. I had my tweezer cap and now I lost it. I don't even know where I put it. It'll show up. If it doesn't show up, then that's kind of on me. Hello, welcome. Nice to meet you. Hold on. Boink. There it is. We all share the same name, Chet. So true. You all are the same name, Chet. Ah, and then my scissors, which I was supposed to pull away. I'll put them back. Perfect. Okay. So, I found my tweezer cap. What we're gonna do now is I'm gonna go on the other page and just start pasting things down. But here are my numbers. I think they came out cute. I'd like to show you closer, but yeah, I'm kind of scared to put it closer, but hopefully you can see well enough. It's a light purple to pink type of gradient, and then you can't really see it all too well, but I've added a little detailing in the numbers because my lighting is kind of bad, but I think it's very cute. Thank you. I think it's coming along good so far. We're slowly making progress, so I'm gonna continue working on the next page, and then we're gonna come back and decorate with stickers, and then we'll continue doing our whole basically our whole process. The highlights and the bubbles look great. Thank you. I think that gives it, mind you, it's not too much, and I know it's kind of hard to see again because of the lighting, but I think it adds like that little extra something to it. Mind you, I didn't really do too much. I think it's something nice to add just to give it like a little bit of dimension. But this is what I was saying before. I painted everything kind of in like this shade of purple, and then when I went to go patch it in with pink, I started with the 6, and then it was supposed to be a lighter pink. Like if I cover this up, I actually don't know if you can tell, but it was supposed to be a lighter pink, but I accidentally added too much and then it was deep, so I had to add that into the rest of the numbers. But I think this works, so I'm satisfied with everything right now, essentially is what I'm saying. Okay, my model is gonna die, so I'm gonna whip out Winter Dove. Got any resolutions? That is this page. Essentially, this page is a resolutions page. I'm gonna talk about my New Year's resolutions and what I want to do for 2026. But right now, again, I'm at the beginning. I'm just doing page setup. So we're doing everything slowly but surely. Do you guys like the music, by the way? I put on something new. Hopefully the answer is yes. Okay, I need my tweezers again. Tweezers is, again, it's for like precise placement. And then depending on what stickers you use, if you want to use stickers in your scrapbook, you might want to get a pair of tweezers. Super chill. Okay, you're fine with it. Okay, good. I'm gonna also, I have to go on, I said I was gonna, and if you were here for the Mario Galaxy stream, pretty much, I said on that stream that what I would do is I would, I think I just used my tape roller. I can't tell if I just used it on camera or not. I think I did. Oops. Maybe I just keep using it, put it to the side. Anywho, I said that I would try and switch up the journaling music. Yeah, I like to stick to jazz, as you just pointed that out. I like to stick to jazz music, actually, for the streams. I think jazz kind of fits what I'm doing the most here. However, I will try to look up some more soundtracks, I guess, off camera and replace them where and when I can. This one I had it in my back pocket actually for a while now, so I think that's good. Can you imagine if I did, if I used Jannison's battle music? I think I also have been pronouncing everyone's name wrong. I don't think anyone has clocked me on that, but I noticed after watching someone else that I may have been saying everyone's name wrong. But as long as I'm not bothering anyone too much, I should do a battle page. I should do a journal page on Jannison, but I don't have pictures. Oh, her music was so good. It slapped. Whoever, like, did that, meaning, like, did her music, really cooked. They always cook with the Pokemon music, I feel like, so that's not anything new. Okay. I don't want her angled a little bit. Oops. My journal page is angled. I'm gonna put her here. We're gonna make do. Country boys make do. Although I'm not a country boy, I think. Not even a boy. I found my name charming. As a result, you're saying it like that just because you're used to hearing it like that. Oops. Oopsies. My bad. Gen 5 music was peak. Yeah, I think even the Sword and Shield dun 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 dun. That was a Sword and Shield, I think. That was good. I feel like every Pokemon game, they do pop off with the music. They pop off with the music, but they also pop off with the characters, I feel like. I feel like something that they've been doing well for the past generations of Pokemon games is always making a character or characters with an S. Because I think they did really well for the characters this game. Yeah. They always make the characters really quirky and really memorable in that sense, which also makes it to be a good game. Where's your wife? She's not here today. Sorry, but she's behind a paywall. So you don't have her. She's not here. Actually, wait. Are you satisfied? Are you satisfied? Are you satisfied, Momo-chan? Are you satisfied? Come back. This is someone else's pipe. I feel like I just tagged you with the craziest hammer. I just slapped you upside your head. I did good today. Dove, pat yourself on your back. You won. You win today. You win. What did I win? I don't know. But you surely have won. You're leaving. Okay, goodbye. 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 Crazy boo. Crazy boo. Hit him with the hardest burn, then laughs like a duck. This was great. Getting nuked, I know. You kind of walked into it without knowing. I think that's kind of crazy. I think I wanted it like... I'll do it like this. I kind of want to write something here, but I'm trying to figure out where I want to put everyone right now. So that's my my dilemma, if you will. Okay, okay. That's crazy. You just walked into it. You didn't even know what you were walking into, but you walked into it. You've fallen into my trap card. Would you fall into my trap card again? I have a question. Would you fall into my trap card again? If you could. Are those permanent stickers or can they be moved? These are all paper. I cut them. All of these, I cut them and then I glue them on with tape. I print, I cut, I tape. But the glue, the one that I'm using should be permanent. But if I let's say I don't like this and I want to move it, I have to be very gentle with peeling it off. I'm not gonna peel it off though because I'm fearful that I'm gonna rip her. Because I already went like this, so. But yeah, where did my other there it is. I printed this out and I cut it by hand. See? It doesn't. Surprise! It's not a sticker. It's all paper. If I can grab it with my hand. Now you put me into your trap card. Cute, thank you. Mind you, unless you're talking about Urara. Urara is cute. He's a happy little guy. I have to take my time cutting. Cutting takes probably the longest time. How do I cut so small and neat? I take my time, and I've been doing this for quite a long time. So, because I've been doing this for quite a long time, I figured out what I like to do when I cut, number one. And number two, again, I take my time. Because I'm very particular with the way I cut things. Question to all my UMAPYOI boys in chat. I need you to come back. I need you to come back. Start typing yes when you hear me. I need you to come back. It has to do with spelling. If you play UMAPYOI and you're good at spelling, please come back to my chat. Do I use a scissors or do I use a blade? Scissors. Yes. How do you spell UMAPYOI? Did I spell it right in the thumbnail? Because I'm not entirely sure if I did. But no one clocked me and told me I was wrong. You're fighting 𝗏𝗏 and you're getting your booty beat. Damn. But you like, imagine? UMAPYOI. Okay, UMAPYOI. Okay, got it. Got it. That was important because I kind of want to write like UMAPYOI here and UMAPYOI here. Yeah? I think that's gonna make it look cute. So we made progress so far. I did my little lettering. UMAPYOI. Okay, good. Is it consensual? The UMAPYOI? I think so. I'm actually not sure. Anywho, we did the lettering. We pasted down our pictures. This feels, I think everything feels kind of blank right now because I don't even have too much going on. I feel like here is, there's obvious, like the tape runs around, so it feels like there's more. But I'm gonna really quick, it shouldn't take too long. I would estimate like 2 minutes. I'm gonna look through my stickers. I'm gonna start putting on stickers, and then I will have to mute myself again if I wanted to do writing on camera. Oh my god, hello again, 𝗩𝗙𝗢𝗥. Thank you very much for the fat gifted. And on behalf of everyone that got a gifted, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Happy New Year again. Thank you so much. You like pronouncing it as umamusume. 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 Umamu. Umamumu. The umamu. Have you played umamu yet today? What the heck is a UMAPYOI? Thank you for asking, Glint Glasses. So, the UMAPYOI is the chant that they say when they sing in the hit popular game Umamusume, Pretty Derby. Someone else can explain more because I don't really know any more than that. UMAPYOI, UMAPYOI, ooh, setachi, ooh. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Duckie, 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 duckie. Da 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 da. The thrill of the race. Chanting it summons serious racing strength. Yes. They've confirmed UMAPYOI means no. It's no. How could you say that? You just terminated all of Eru's hopes and dreams. Sad. Mods, ban that, imagine. Heart bro, I know. Mods, get that, imagine. I think I made this pink and purple, so this is actually gonna work today. Alright, I have my stickers with me. Oh, Sevens, hi Tower! Happy New Year! Huzzah! Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for all your support thus far. How was your day today? Hopefully it was well. Hopefully I had a great day today, Dove. Hold on, I'm looking for more stickers. Oh wait, I made a little text bubble to say I was looking for stickers. Boink. Alright. What should I do? Should I put in my book? Ah, Momo-chan, you brought up something interesting. I was gonna yap about it, but I got distracted by my stickers. Can you hear me in my fat mouth? I think you can. Okay, great. So, I feel like these pages that I do are pretty easy to do. I think a lot of people too, like when you go look up something like this on Etsy, I think the most popular search is like anime girl collage or anime collage handmade, anime collage Naruto Demon Slayer, Bucky the Vampire Slayer. I don't know. You know how them Etsy things are weird, right? Anyways, I see people selling those collages for like $20 or $30. They're absolutely total scams, but people buy them. I'm like, wow, that's kind of crazy. So when you said, what is it? You can probably auction these books to chat, or you can just probably sell these. You're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong. There is a market for it. You can argue there's a good enough market for it, like size-wise. I think it also depends on like who you're catering to, your audience, right? Depending on who your audience is. Oh, I actually do not like that for this. Do I? No, I don't. I don't think this goes with this. All right. Depending on who your audience is and who you're catering to, then, you know, you have to think about that too. But I'm afraid I might be nerding out a little bit. You would love to buy that page earlier, but shipping would be costly. I'm glad to hear that you like it. I actually put a lot of effort into it. And then I think on the other half of it too, like I actually wrote a lot of meaningful things on that page. I think, like, to be honest, I kind of wrote my New Year's resolution a little bit on that page, which now that I'm saying that, it's kind of like, then why did you come on here to stream another New Year's resolution page? I feel like that and this are two distinctly different emotions that I put into that page. Like, the one that I'm doing for tonight, I think it's more along the lines of what I want to do for the channel going forward. But the one that I wrote on the Nini page was that, genuinely, like, I'm gonna break my rules here because I already showed that page, right? Hold on, I'm still looking for stickers. I'm getting so distracted. I can't do two things at once. That I'd like to use. Work with this. All right. On that same page that I showed earlier, I showed it because I was like, I don't really feel like I have anything that I want to keep to myself. But, sorry, I'm trying to tie my hair. Trying to tie my hair back, actually. Something that I can learn from her, or why I actually printed that page. No, I need to start that topic over again. Okay, so if you were here when I talked about me printing those images that I had of Mimi, yeah, just to give you a recount, if you weren't here, I sat on that day when she debuted her full body model in her chat, and I was very happy for her. And then I was like, kind of like, this is kind of inspirational to watch. That's one half of it. And I also think on another half of it, she also, when she was showing off her model, which I really like when people do, she showed it off on a white background, and I was like, this is so easy for me to screenshot and put in my journal. I love when VTubers do that, when they put everything on a white background. So easy for me to screenshot as I'm sitting there and print it out. Even if I watch it as a VOD, it's easy to do, yeah? But she really, like, went through a lot. A lot in the sense of that I know she's changed her image a couple of times, yeah. I think she went from pink to green, didn't she? But also, I think another thing too is that, especially with her Nimi branding, she went from the chibi to then the full body. I can't remember if she was any. I had to ask you guys. I was supposed to ask when I came on camera today if she started off as a tapir. I couldn't remember, but like she really went through a lot of changes. But I think over the course of the different changes that she's went through, she's been herself. Yeah, I think that's something too that's really endearing about her, is that she's always herself, and I feel like she's not afraid to be herself. And with whatever model she has and whatever image she's chosen for herself, she's been authentic. She had the chibi and tapir form. Okay, yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, I'm pretty sure I remember her having a tapir form, but I could have been wrong. I just think it's really good to see someone that's very authentic to themselves, no matter what form they take on. That's number one. And I think I kind of went through that last year too, as I was reflecting, right? Because I went through I had the pre-made model, then I had I went through the notions of going through my chibis, and now I have like my little chibi model. Like I've been through a lot of different changes, but you know, things take time. I think that's something that I also learned from her. Things take time, but no matter what form you decide to take, in the case of me, because I'm writing to myself, yeah, my reflection, those that genuinely like you, hello, I'm back. Those that genuinely like you will stay for you no matter what form you'll take on. And I also saw that last year with my channel, because when I switched from the full body to all of the chibi doves and then to my chibi model, a lot of you stayed around for me, and I have to say that I'm very appreciative of that fact. So I'm very, very thankful for that. That's one thing. And then another thing too is that she's very positive. I have to say, like she has very, very she's very positive. I'll stick with that. And I think that's something else that I can try and learn from her. She used the same mom, so it got delayed, but she improvised with chibi. Shows you couldn't wait for anything to be perfect. Just get out there and iterate it better. That's also true. That's a very strong point that you say there, Momo-chan. Yeah, you just have to make do with what you have, and then whenever the perfect time is, whatever that time may be, it'll come. I think the right time will find you. Sometimes it may not be instant, sometimes it may take a little bit of time, but things will work out in the long run. I think that's something else I also have to tell myself too, especially going into this year. But I'm very happy with what I have and thankful for what I have. And I'm sure, similar with her situation, things will get better. But yeah, that's what I wrote on my page. It's always nice to share, like, genuinely, it's always nice to share passionate feelings, isn't it? Passionate feelings meaning like a feeling of you're proud of your Oshi. In this case, like, I don't really watch her as much as some of you other guys do on here. Yeah, I'll admit to that much. But I can see how brightly she shines from the couple of instances that I have watched her, and it's very inspirational to watch. Not only to just watch her grow, but also just to, I think, just to watch her in general. My shower, your biggest love-hate. She's so cute and evil. She's evil? What do you mean she's evil? I thought she was nice. Rice shower is one of my favorites. She reminds me of myself. Would you say what Uma Musume character am I, you guys? I'm curious. If you had to put me as an Uma Musume character, what Uma Musume character would you... I believe the term is kin. What Uma Musume character would you kin me with? She takes your Uma Musume runs all the time being sad. Well, you see, the problem is that you're not nice to her. Crazy boots. She tanks all my runs because she's sad. The one who eats a lot. Oguri Cap? Interesting. Which Uma Musume character am I? Do I have to pick up the... Shinko Windy. Who is Shinko? I read that right. Shinko Windy. I have to look that person up. Next thing you know, I'm gonna find out, I'm gonna figure out who Shinko Windy is the hard way, huh? Considering you ate the nuggies till you got a stomachache. Then ate some more the next day. No, you misremember. Low-key, it was because of the sauce. The sauce wasn't good anymore, I think. I think that's what messed me up. I don't even know if I ate more nuggies the next day. But the sauce messed me up. I did specifically say that. Special week minus the 2 moms. The one that bites everyone. Mighty Kane Tannhauser. What? Who is that? That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, special week, I see. Yeah, Dove said she was chugging bad... Yeah. I didn't chug it. How dare you say I was chugging bad sauce? Panties McGee over there in the corner. How dare you say that? Thanks for the stream. Thank you for coming in. I hope you get a good sleep. Enjoy your resolutions. I hope you, again, have a good sleep. And I will see you around another time. 07s to you. Ate so many nuts. What do you mean I got amnesia? I'm still here, aren't I? Crazy boots. I got amnesia. What do you mean? Or how dare you say I got amnesia? Panties make... Listen, Tower. You have to listen to the lore, Tower. Now you're confused. You don't know the lore. When I was on Twitter... Listen, hear me out, Tower. Hear me out. When I was on Twitter before... I used to talk to... only one person responded and talked to me all the time on Twitter, and their profile picture was a pair of panties. And I didn't know who it was. And then I found out that it was, if you put it into top chat, because you may not see him, I figured out that it was Mr. Reach. So you see, that comment is not coming out of nowhere. His profile picture used to be a pair of panties. Until I drew him a picture of Penny from, Marvel Rivals. But I used to know him as a pair of panties. He was wearing workout shorts? Well, now none of us can say for sure. Because you've been changed your profile picture. And I figured out who you were. Pantu Legend. Ah, yes. The only boy in my chat that would do that. No, that's not true. Spark, has the panty game. Panty Party. Yes. He made me read that. He didn't really make me read that. I read that on my own violation. You can pull up the photo on... No, it's okay. I don't need to look at it. You're good. Don't worry, you're fine. It's okay. It's okay. You're fine. You're valid. Goated game, by the way. You're so silly. You need the vindication. No. I'm good. I'm good. This page, this piece has a lot of purple. I'm just gonna flip the page and put this like here. Oh, I'm gonna put it here instead because there's something I plan to do there. Alright, I think we're just gonna stick to decorating this page and then I'll work my way around. I need to organize this by what stickers I use so I can backtrack. Because none of this makes sense, but it makes sense to me. I'm gonna use... New Year's resolutions. Did anyone make New Year's resolutions besides me? I'm quite curious. I need to know. And by need to know, I mean I'm kind of nosy, so... What is everyone's New Year's resolution? Speaking of nosy, I also made the Google form for the, I made the Google form for the room review. But I'm just gonna post it when I said I was gonna post it, which is January 18th. So if you'd like to become a member, you know, look at other people's rooms, but just be in for a room review. Just know that's happening later in the month. Nope, gave that up when I was never. Made a resolution not to make resolutions. You're lousy to sticking at them. Fair enough. Dang. Everyone is like, no resolution because I can't stick to... Got it. Okay, I'm learning today. Bubbles. Make it to 2020. That is true. I agree. Please let us all get through this year safe and sound. I agree. Me included. I'd like to use some of these noodles. I'm holding them like this, but I mean to hold them like this. I'm kind of curious as to what colors I should use, though. And like this. You asked for horse girls. Good luck. I hope you get to go to a horse ranch and see some horses in real life. Go solo camping more in your Bronco and cut back on drinking so much Dr. Pepper. That means you have to find an alternative, no? For your Dr. Pepper habits. And that's what it sounds like to me. I hope you're able to cut back. Find an alternative. It's easier said than done though, huh? And I hope you're able to go solo camping more. I think I already previewed what I said, or what I want to do for this year a little bit earlier, but I'd like to say it again. For this year, I think what I would like to do is I need to be a little bit less harsh on myself, because I noticed that I have been pretty harsh on myself ever since last year. Yeah, with a lot of things. I need to look at the glass half full a little bit more rather than half empty. So that works with like changing my mindset, yeah. Or that goes hand in hand with changing my mindset essentially. So that's one thing. Then another thing is hold on, I'm trying to place this properly. There it is. I'd like to play more games this year. I think that's something else. I kind of stuck to a lot of the same, especially towards the later half. But I have a lot of games on my list, so I need to make sure that I go ahead and play some of them, or at least try and play new titles. I did get Resident Evil. If you weren't here earlier, I did get Resident Evil 0 and Resident Evil 1. So I will play those at some point on the channel. But I want to make sure I finish off what I want to finish off first, which I'm starting 2 new titles this week. I'll see if I want to keep Grand Bazaar on the weekly rotation, but Mario Odyssey will for sure be on my weekly rotation. I haven't played it before, but I've seen a lot of good things, so I'm very excited to play. But I do have a huge game list in general, so we'll have to tackle that as the year goes together. Let me see. I do want to add a little bit more. Hold on. Working nights this week, but you'll try to pop in when you get the opportunity. Of course. Listen, as long as I know that you're happy and healthy, that is what matters most to me. But I'm also thankful. I'm thankful that you've been showing up. I'm happy to see a new face. I think, like, genuinely, I said this a little bit earlier. Sorry if I sound like a broken record, but I did say I want to talk to someone new this year. I feel like you and Archibibbles are 2 people that I talked to this year-ish. I don't think you count Logan because I saw you last year, but I'm talking to new people, so that's good. I would count that as a good. So, again, you know, I'll be around. Trust and believe. I have to stop saying the G word a lot. My mouth just wants to say it like a broken record. I keep saying it like a broken record. You're fine with anything as long as you play it. Do you count? No, because I knew you for a good chunk of last year, JJ. What do you mean if you count? Yeah, you do, Spark. No, that's JJ, not Spark. You're not new, Sylvette. I drew that picture for you in MS Paint. Calm yourself. You have been here. Crazy Boots. Do you count? No! You've also been here. You're not new. I bought you an Iron Man costume in Rivals, where apparently everyone's Spark now. You do not want to be Spark. Momo-chan is gonna say some heinous things again. That was crazy that day Momo-chan came in and he said what he said. And mind you, Spark did not hear what he said. I really don't think you want to be Momo-chan, you guys. I have to be I mean Spark. I have to be honest. Maybe the spark was all the sparks we met along the way. Oh. You know what? Whatever you tell yourself to feel happy, sure. Who am I to tell you, the streamer, not to feel otherwise? 2026, year of the spark. Imagine? Yeah, we all got our spark. 2026. You know, they do say, by the way, with this year being the year of the horse, you're supposed to, like... How do I say this? They say that 2025, right? It was the year of the snake. So you're shedding off your old skin to go into a new one. And then 2026, year of the horse, you're supposed to be, like, galloping forward into what was meant for you. So I think this year we're gonna all find our spark. And just gallop forward, you know? Meanwhile. Blink. Alright, I think I'm good for now. I might add in more stickers, but... I'm gonna pause again because I want to start writing, actually. I want to start writing, that's one thing. And then another thing, too, is that I need to... I want to write 𝗩𝗡𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗠𝗔𝗧𝗜𝗢𝗡, like here and here. And then I might decorate, so... We're gonna go... I'm gonna do that. This is gonna pause, but it's gonna be like a regular stream anyways. So... I'm just gonna do this. Hi. Are those my favorite umas? I do like Rice Shower a lot. I like... Hi, Camille. I was gonna say I like Camille a lot. I do like Camille a lot, but Camille's not on the page. I do like, Urara, but I think my tops are Rice and 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓. I think those are my tops. Hi, Camille. Is that... Oh my god, is that Camille? Hi, Camille. 𝗩𝗡𝗏𝗡𝗏. How has your day been? I hope good. Alright. Right now I'm grabbing some pens that I have. These pens, we talked about 0.5, 0.38, 0.7. I'm working with a 0.1 tip now. Different tip sizes today. How do we spell 𝗩𝗡𝗙𝗢𝗡 again? Since this is your first time chat... Oh my god. I want to inform you that I will go to sleep now. Hope to see the streamer again eventually. Yeah, I will see you again another time. Sloth07. How's the stream going? Going well. I've been able to get through, which I'm very happy with. I think everything has been working actually to my likeness, so I'm happy. Thank you for being... Ah, yes, of course. Of course, Mr. Sloth, who has been here for the first time, but yet you have a membership hat that shows you've been here for more than a month. Oh yeah, 07. Can you spell 𝗩𝗡𝗙𝗢𝗡 for me again? I missed it. As I'm scrolling for it. Hold on. Maybe you don't have to spell it. Oops. There it is. Wait, did I send gifteds already this month? I think I did. Yeah, I did. My god. 𝗩𝗡𝗙𝗢𝗡, thank you. Alright. I wanted to do it curved, but I think I have to do it straight. Hey, it could be a first time gifted membership to a first time chatter as they were letting you know that they were heading to bed. But if they were a first time gifted membership, the duck would have an egg on its head, not a party hat. Party hat is for 1 month or more. Crazy boots, Usako. I wonder if I want to write it again. Write it twice. Sure, why not? Good. Kid. Who is a sloth? Alright. Alright. Alright, you guys. Alright. And I'm writing it 4 times. 4 times surely would bring me good luck. Yeah. Right. What riveting content. Thank you. God. It's kind of symmetrical, kind of, but not really, but it kind of is. Alright. Hi, Onyx. I didn't say hi to you yet. Oh my god. How could you have not said hi to Onyx? He's been here the whole time. How did you forget my boy? No worries. I'm worried. I'm worried, Sniff. Momo-chan, how did you not say hi to Onyx? I'm gonna ban you for 24 hours. Imagine. You're gonna be like, you know what? Do it. Do it, streamer. Do it. Send me to the Shadow Realm. Who asked me to send me to the Shadow Realm? Someone sent me $100 and said, can you time me out for 24 hours, please? And then I had to ask them 5 times if they were serious, and they were like, yes. That happened last year. That was crazy. I can't imagine that someone would do that again, but I also wouldn't past anyone. I wouldn't put it past anyone for them to do it again. Hi, Tofu! Oh, Sevens. How has your day been, Tofu? How was your hunt? Question mark. I don't even know if you actually played Monster Hunter today. I'm talking about hunts. Alright. I have to decorate again. Oh, you did play Monster Hunter. Ah, I see. So, very good. Got bodied twice by GOG. Damn. So everyone has been having GOG problems, I see. At least that's what it looks like. Dove has it out for you. I don't. If I did, then I would time you out. You want me to time you out, JJ? I can help you with that. Wait, would you like a timeout? JJ is furiously typing. You see, I told you you have it out for me. Why are you bullying me? I didn't bully you. If I was bullying you, then I'd time you out and tell you to enjoy yourself. But did I do that? I didn't. Do you want me to treat you like how I treat Momo-chan? I can do that. Momo-chan asked for it too. That's the other crazy thing. Momo-chan asked me to bully him. That's different. Do you want the Momo-chan treatment? It's kind of insane. He's already banished all to all chat realm. Oh, live chat, you mean? I didn't do that. That's on YouTube. But I don't know why YouTube would do that. Have you ever Googled that, JJ? As to like why you don't show up in live? Why you only show up in a live chat and not in a top chat? I'm kind of curious. Now that I think about it, I don't think we've had this discussion before. Also, I'm not Lord Dove. It's been a bug that's been happening for a few months. Interesting. I wonder why. I went back to decorating with stickers, but I could put the camera back on, but I don't want to. I'm getting kind of lazy. I should. I'll put it on. According to the chat option, he is... Yeah, right. It's potentially spam. You're not wrong. Like, that's how he's probably marked as, but I wonder why. It's not like JJ types, like... So, like, every 2 seconds. Like the other person in here that was like, oh, Happy New Year's. I'm new to your channel. Your hair looks great today. Like, he's not doing that. If you did that, then I'll give you the same treatment as the other guy. You type... Be careful! Be careful. I'll clap you. And then I'll laugh about it. Then what? Oh my god, which way does my glove go? Oh. Okay, I got my glove almost on. Hold on. Glove? Okay, thank you, glove. Ready? 1, 2, 3, wait. Don't know how he got in the can of spam, but he must be released in pan fried. Good luck to that. I feel like genuinely if it bothered him, he could have made another YouTube account, couldn't you? Could have made another YouTube account. Okay, so my idea was, let me talk here a little bit. These pens that I worked with, 1.1 bullet tip, okay? Side note, I wanted to make it say UMAPYOI, but I wanted it to be curved. I didn't bother because I felt like I wasn't gonna have enough space and I was gonna mess up. So I just did it horizontal. I think it looks cute. So I'm just decorating now. Oops. I'm decorating now like around the frames. It's really around the sides and then I'm gonna go into writing. But here's how everything looks. Oh, I made my model too big. Hold on. Okay. Alright, perfect. So we did this so far and this, but I genuinely have to mute my camera when I'm writing. Or I can just end stream. It's one or the other. You can tell me which one you prefer. Meaning, I don't mind if you end stream and work with it off camera, or you can stay on stream and write. I don't mind. You don't mind no footage. Curved with the frame of the picture or curved straight as they are, if that makes sense. Curved with the frame of the roundness of the frame of the picture. If that made sense. I wanted it to curve with this, so it would have been UMAPYOI. Like it would curve with this, but I couldn't do that. No, I couldn't manage. You're cleaning your apartment, so you're intermittently good. Alright, so it doesn't matter. Got it. Because yeah, I said it on a previous hand cam that when I do this, I kind of like bend down and write, and I take my time, so there's no way that I can have a camera footage of that. Especially with the camera angles that I have. Sadly enough. But country boys make do. You know what I've been saying a lot? Country boys will make do, and the things I do for love, but that's because I have the courage sticker. We should do like an eggplant dove this year. I think that'd be fun. But I also really like avocado dove. Avocado dove is my favorite. Out of all your children, you like avocado dove the most? I think I have to say yes. What is everyone's favorite chibi dove? I have to ask. Someone's gonna be like the OG one where every time she yaps, you can see the whole screen. That's like the OG. She was fun too. Also, side note, but it relates. I made this page's theme pink and purple, which you can kind of see with me writing like UMAPYOI on both sides. But I have to say, I think Rice Shower is more of a blue than a purple. I kind of recognized that after the fact, but I really like I kind of like the pink and purple color scheme a lot. So that's why I went with this for today. Hopefully that doesn't bother anyone too much. I think everything is working out really nicely so far. I'm kind of satisfied with how this is going and how I'm feeling too. Monkey or avocado? Hard to pick. One with the holes in her socks. Oh, that's like one of the OGs. She's come so far. Also doing it now while working on Gunpla. What Gunpla kit are you working on? I obviously don't know too much, but I'm kind of curious to know because I get to look it up afterwards. And I want to peep. I'm nosy. I want to see what it looks like. My god, we're tweezer buddies, I guess, in a sense, huh? And Glizzy makes you laugh with how the face looks like in the hot... Oh my god. You know, I was talking to both Avocado Dove and Glizzy Dove. I got help from one specific person for both of those. For Glizzy Dove specifically, I got asked during the holiday season because I saw the person that helped me. It's one of my relatives that helped me work on that. And he was like, you don't want to use the hot dog one? I was like, that thing is absolutely heinous. Absolutely heinous. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And there's only... I didn't know that you liked it, Onyx, because the only person I knew that liked it genuinely was Club, because the sauce is covering the face. But I was like, oh, I told him, I was like, only one person likes that, and it's because of something specific that you did, i.e. the sauce on the face. But other than that, like, probably the child I used once and I'll never use again. Glizzy Luigi? No, Glizzy Dove. Uh-oh, you missed it. You missed Glizzy Dove. Uh-oh. You're missing more. Yeah, the stripes of with a different sauce. Crazy. Oh, you did a Master Grade Wing 0 a few months ago. How long did that take you? I'm curious. Two questions for you. I have too many questions. I'm sorry. How long did that kit take you? That's number one. And then my number two is, how long does it typically take you to build a kit? Those are my two questions. You were gone for 6 minutes. What did you miss? Nothing. Genuinely, you missed nothing. It sounds like I'm hiding something from you, but you genuinely missed nothing. And it's high-grade sandrock that you're working on. I see. I'm gonna look it up after. If I see you tomorrow, I'm gonna tell you what I think of it. You put it on a gingerbread cookie and was going to show you. Ah! Oh! When you asked about a gingerbread dove, but you already drew it really well and quick before I finished. Ah, I see. I see. Okay. So again, like, it looks like the chibis were very well loved. Mind you, I drew the initial reason why I drew the chibis, because I don't think you were here for that, Onyx, was to talk about like an outfit I'd like for a full body model. See, this is what I mean when I talk about like my community is really nice to me. I'll read to you what I wrote on the Nimi page. if you don't want to go back and pause and be nosy. But like, you guys really were very nice to me in the sense of like, you were very encouraging, because when I drew 𝗓𝗓𝗙𝗢𝗓, the very first ever 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓, it was supposed to be for a full body model outfit that I wanted to see in the future, but it just translated to something that I used on the channel, and I was only gonna use the one and keep to the one, but it translated to, I think those are so funny, I want to see more. And then like, I think you were the one that said, Onyx, like, can you add like a little asset for it to have mittens? And then it turned into me drawing more. And you guys have been encouraging me to draw more and more and more and more. And then I broke my pencil. But I ordered a new one. It should come soon. I'm so sorry. But, you know, it feels nice to have a very loving community that supports you and tells you just to keep going. It's always nice to have a pat on the back sometimes, too. So on that note, thank you again very much for all the support. But, okay, I think I can pause my like feed. I think everything with sticker wise is looking good, so I might pause to write, but I'm gonna read to you what I wrote on my 𝗎𝗎 page. It took me like 2 or 3 hours to write. Time for, no, I'm writing in my journal. Let me read to you what I wrote. Good things take time. Doing things little by little will allow for progress, as it all adds up. I know that 𝗎𝗎 had started out with a chibi model, but she also had the top ear. I was kind of confused. Then went to a full body. I feel like from watching her, I've learned that it's okay to explore change. And as long as you're true and authentic to yourself, eventually the right people will come your way, as well as the right path that is meant for you. I put right in quotes because I feel like the term right is subjective. Not everyone's quote-unquote right is the same right. So I had to put right in quotes because it's subjective. I don't know, you can barely see that, but I put both rights here in quotes. For me personally, I noticed that I've been going through lots of changes of my own, which has worked greatly in my benefit since I feel like I've been both growing and improving. That being said though, I can admit I still have some flaws that I can work on. See? So I'll try to approach them bit by bit to achieve a healthier and happier, oh, you can't see, sorry, version of myself as the year progresses forward. I mainly can work on self-love, appreciation, and relaxation throughout this given year. I'm gonna clock myself on that, I hope. That being said though, I would say I had a successful year last year despite feeling like I wasn't, or / I did bad. It was, and then flip. I made it like this so it shows. I made her look, I have this picture of her looking this way, but it kind of makes sense for me to like, oh, she's looking this way for you to flip the page. Anyways, it was actually quite the opposite. I did a lot last year. I met a lot of new people that enjoyed me for being me, no matter what form it was that I took on. I was thinking about like Camille, Spectre, JJ, Sloth. Onyx said he met me at the beginning of last year. A lot of you guys I met last year, and you stuck with me even when I decided to, again, because I did this twice now, get rid of my old model and switch to a different one and use a new form. So I'm very thankful for that. In fact, those same folks that I met encouraged me to be myself more often, which honestly I think I've been holding back on for a long time now. Going forward this year, I can also allow for having more fun with each and every moment and remembering to stay positive. Another thing I think 𝗎𝗎 does really well. Instead of looking at the glass half empty, I can also look at the glass half full instead. I wrote it in italics. One thing I know for certain is that sometimes just acting positive and staying in that mindset can work out in a really big way. I've been cleaning up a lot and getting rid of things that needed to go from a long time ago. I think I've said this already. I'm getting the right things that I've not only needed but deserved. I think that's a big thing too. I need to tell myself that I deserve things more, because I don't tell myself that I deserve things more, and I feel like that's a very negative behavior to have. So I think I'm in the right mindset of like, I'm letting go of the things that I no longer need / I should have been getting rid of a long time ago. But I'm focusing now on the things that I've needed and I have always needed / I've had them, but I haven't been utilizing them. So those are things that I've needed, right? But I also think in the mindset of, a lot of you guys told me that I work hard. So because I work hard, I also should be in that mindset of, because I work hard, I deserve the best things. And I deserve more. I'm deserving of what... I'm deserving of... I'm just gonna leave that blank because I don't really know what the blank exactly is, but I do deserve more, and I think I need to make sure I tell myself that instead of thinking like, oh, I don't deserve anything, because I notice that I typically go in that negative mindset a lot. So I need to tell myself that, you know, you do work hard, and you guys as the petitos, you always tell me that I work hard, so I need to like stick to that mindset and remember that I do work hard. As Momo-chan said earlier, in Nimi's case, right, that things don't come to you immediately, but they'll come in time. So if I don't see results, it'll add up, I'm sure, over time, and I'm sure that it'll all work out. It'll all work out in the sense of that I'm sure that someone out there will recognize my hard work, which you guys always tell me that I work hard, and I am getting recognized, and I'm sure that will continue to go forward. That momentum will continue to go forward in 2026. I also had Eru tell me earlier that I'm a very hardworking person. So just in that like note, or going on that like mindset, I should tell myself, I shouldn't tell myself I don't deserve anything. I think I do deserve, and that will come to me at some point. There it is. Anywho, and I'm learning how to work with what I have. I said this just now. Trying to both to cherish and appreciate whatever it is I got. I know I'm hard on myself a little too often, but I've been slowly understanding why exactly I feel like that too. That's important. That's also important because I'm always mean to myself. I think everybody can relate to the fact that the hardest critic of yourself is always going to be yourself. And I need to stop doing that. It's good. It's good to be critical in a way and recognize that like you're not perfect, but it's not good to do it consistently to the point where you're just beating yourself. So that is something that I need to work on too, that I wrote here. This year, I'll take things a little bit at a time and be gentle with what I want to do. And as I wrote at the beginning, I can do things bit by bit. Small steps will add up over time. And as long as I put my heart into whatever I'm doing, everything will work itself out eventually. And that is what I wrote. I had you guys in mind, and just everything that happened last year when I was writing this. So again, good things take time. I'm sure things will work out for me in the way that I want them to. But the stream is not over because I still have to write my... It sounds like this was a resolution, right? It was a resolution in one half of it. But I need to write my actual other half of the half resolution here now. Surprise, but I hope you like my little speech. That's why I was like, I'm not afraid to show you what I wrote because I had you guys in mind. And everything that I wrote there was genuine. I don't want to say I always think about you guys. That's kind of weird. But I do think about you guys quite a lot and how nicely you treat me. That was lovely. Thank you, Mr. Archibibbles. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Archibibbles. Thank you for all your support. Dove. Yes, Mr. Archibibbles. I only showed up here 2 days ago. Imagine. It's a good sentence to leave blank. You fill it in during a journal every so often to keep yourself on track with the more positive thinking if it helps. Actually, as you said that, Onyx, sorry that I'm also a little bit behind, but I do have a gratitude journal because I did get quite a... I got a different bunch of like planners, but I do have a journal specifically, or a planner that's a day-to-day planner, and every day, mind you, it's only day 4 of the year, I write what I'm thankful for that I did, or I'm thankful for whatever it is I got for the day. So every day I'm trying to keep track of things that I'm thankful for. And I think every month I'll make sure to read it over, and I'm gonna make sure I read it over. That's number 1. And just keep myself, again, in that positive mindset, as I said earlier, because it's very healthy. About to make me spit out my water, not parasocial. Love watching my streams. It's made you do more, or it's made you more productive when watching streams. You do tasks and clean up or cook. So if you're a positive, you are a positive impact in your life. Pats your backs. Thank you. I will pat my backs. Thank you. Happy Dove Day. It's not Dove Day. You absolute crazy guy. But I'm very happy to hear that I made a positive impact on you. I'm happy that when any potato tells me that I made a positive impact on them, or like I made your day, it makes me happy to hear and see. You know? We're all going through our own things. Mind you, I already said like we're not allowed to talk about what we're going through on stream. But it will get better. Not only for me, but for you. Who's watching at home? Me? Yeah. Really? Yeah. Really? Sure. Really? Yeah. You promise? Yes. Yes, it'll work out. Had to uncap this glue stick. Wanted to glue 𝗂𝗏𝗏 down. I don't know if I'm gonna share pictures of this. I'll have to be honest. I'll see what I can do. Maybe next journal hand cam, whenever it is, I'll show you how it looks like. Similar with the Nimi, and then also the Invis one. But it does take me quite a while to write, so I'm probably gonna be quiet for the rest of the stream. Or quiet-ish. I'll try my best to talk. I think that's fair enough to say, but I'm gonna take a cough drop. Oh yeah! Yeah, you know what? You're right, I have 1 year of memberships next week. Funny story about memberships. I get to talk about that too, I guess. And then my 1000th creator day, that is also true. That's crazy. It's crazy how things can change. I'm sure it's gonna get better. I'm not even saying that as like sarcasm. I'm saying that as it's gonna get better. I don't know how, but it's going to. It's crazy that I stuck on here for 1,000 years. For not 1,000 years. For 1,000 days. That's kind of nuts. I hope that I can continue going forward. I think one thing that I said, which I like to reiterate, because I learned this yesterday. It's not really like I learned this yesterday. It's that I kind of understand it. I think I said that I wanted to make a friend, but I think I'm at the point where it's like, and I think I talked about this already, I don't want to make the wrong relationship or the wrong friend. But even at the same time, I kind of, a Petito said this a long time ago in passing, and I kind of always think about this, where it's like, I kind of struggle with friendship a lot, because it's like, I've had a lot of instances in my life where I think someone is my friend, but they're not. A phrase that I heard a lot was friends for a reason, friends for a season, and friends for life. And I feel like I've been through the first two, but I haven't really been through the last. So I'm like, I wonder if that time will ever come, you know? But at the same time, I'm also in the mentality of, it's not that I want to make friends just to have friends for friends' sake. I'm not a numbers person. I'm more of a quality person. But at the same time, it's like everyone's definition of friendship and what they want to enjoy from a specific person, you know, differs between each other. So, who knows? I might be surprised with who I make friends with. But anyways, it's time for me to write. It is day 5. It's not day 5. For some of you, it's day 5, but it's day 4. It is day 4 of this year. Alright. Let me think a little bit about what I want to write, because I just read the other page and I was like, no, how do I top that? But it did take me quite a while to write that. I think I can allow myself to do more this year. I think that's what we're gonna start with. I'm gonna make like baby notes on the side, so I have an idea of what I want to write. I can talk about the year of the horse. And how it's about moving forward. and going on. It's not moving on. It's not necessarily moving on, but it's like you're getting to where you want to go. I'm gonna just leave it as moving forward as a base point, because I said the year of the snake was more so on the line of shedding off old skin and going into your new form. So this is shedding off skin, right? Okay. I think I said this year I need to try to do... It's not try necessarily to do more, but try new things, yeah. I'm just writing bullet points for myself essentially on one of my memo pads, so I know what I'm gonna write in my journal once I get there. Try new things. Not everything is perfect at first. Good things take time. You've got this. You can make a new friend. I hope so. You know the other thing too? I don't know if I told you about this story either, but someone clocked me and said that I'm very shy. I am indeed very shy. I have to say, I do not... I need to think of a way to explain it so that it makes sense what I'm about to say. Or so you can understand what I'm saying. I'm kind of nervous in crowds. Like, if I'm with a group of people that I have to be with and have to know them for a while, I'm okay with like one or two, especially one. Oh, hi Steve, welcome. 𝗩𝗧𝗨𝗕𝗘𝗥, Happy New Year again. Hi. If it's one or two, then I'm okay. I think I'll be okay to talk with people, especially like if I'm going to hang out with someone or people. I don't really like a whole bunch of people in a room. Instead, I really appreciate just having a one-on-one or two-on-one, because it's easier for me to focus and talk to someone, if that makes sense. A lot of people in the room is kind of too much. But at the same time, this is gonna be a crazy story now, but when I was in school, I'm just gonna say school, I remember I did badly on one of my exams. And I know that it wasn't just me, but it was everybody. And I felt it actually, I did okay. I didn't do that bad, but I felt like I did bad. Or something happened. I remember something happened. And there was a guy that I think in my mind I liked him. Like a crush. But at the same time it was like, the more that I got to know him, the more I realized that it was false of me to even think that. Anywho. He and I were talking. I think, you know what? I liked him just because we spent a lot of time together. I think that's the only reason why I liked him. But that's besides the point. Anywho, one day I wasn't feeling too great about something. I can't exactly remember what that something was. I can't tell you if it was an exam or not. My mind it was, but I probably am remembering wrong. But I do remember this part. He was talking to me about it, and then at some point he was like, yeah, I know you're gonna go and cry about it, right? You're gonna go home right now and cry about it, right? And then jokingly I was like, yeah, I guess so. But when I got home, I genuinely like was crying very badly, and I was like, damn. I'm a softie. I guess on one half of it, I really am a softie. But on the other half of it, I was like, I don't know how I feel about... I don't know, talking to new people is necessarily the term, but I guess I need to find someone that understands me. But also, you only get that privilege when you talk to people. So there's that too, but I never forgot that instance. There's a lot of instances that I've been through. That one is not too bad. I would argue that's pretty tame. But I wonder how everything is gonna go going forward. Hi Jekyll, 𝗩𝗧𝗨𝗕𝗘𝗥, welcome. Near snake setting on. Your horse moving forward. Try new things. Not perfect. Good things take time. What else? What else can be a New Year's resolution for me this year? I think we're gonna expand on the try new things, because there are a couple of new things that I need to do. I think one thing that I need to continue doing is drawing. And then also expanding my game library. Well, it's expanding on touching my game library. Expand on playing more game titles. Is there anything that you guys want to give feedback-wise? Here's your chance. And I get to write it in my journal if I agree. Oh, I was gonna say, can you hear me crunching? I started crunching on this candy. Don't know. That's fine. Sometimes when someone asks the questions, you don't have a response. You don't have to respond. Slash, you don't have to You don't have to. If you don't have anything, then you don't have anything. You know. Sometimes it be like that. All right. Starting to put away some of my stuff. I wanna. I'm actually a little stumped because I did so well on my other page in terms of like topic. I don't know what to. Mind you, I did write everything here. Alright. I'm gonna start writing and then maybe everything is gonna come to me as I go. Sometimes when I write too, that same page that I read to you a little while ago, it took me 2 to 3 hours to write, but that's because I was pausing back and forth. So I feel like if I just didn't pause back and forth, it probably would have took shorter. Well, let's see. I'm gonna start off with what I said. Last year is the year of the snake and shedding off old skin, and now it's the year of the horse and we're moving forward. Ooh, New Year's resolution. Get rank 8 on Monhunt Arena Quest. I hope that works out for you, Jekyll. That's a good resolution to have. I feel like I'm gonna spell symbolic wrong, but I'm writing symbolic right now. Symbolic. Wait, I can Google it. Come here, phone. Symbolic, thank you. I did need it, thank you. Uh-oh. Sorry, I had to try. I also opened up my email. I'm always checking my emails too. Nice, okay. Alright, I was looking forward to an email, and I got one of the emails that I wanted, so I need to email back, but I'm gonna email back when I can. But I'm glad I got an email back, but that's I need to get another email back. Symbolic, but thank you. I'm manifesting for the email that I want. That's it. There are a lot of emails that I want, but I'm manifesting to get an email that is like, hell yeah, boy. Manifest. Get a hell yeah, boy email this year. Imagine. Yes, it's gonna happen. Oh, nuts. Doesn't. Ah. I wrote a really long sentence. I'm not done with it yet. To go to appropriate. Alright, here's what I wrote so far. It's one sentence. 2025 was the year of the snake, symbolic for shedding off your old skin and what doesn't suit you anymore to go into an appropriate one. 2026 is the year of the horse, which I'm taking my time to write. I want to make sure I write neat. And I'm using, by the way, because we were talking about pens earlier, if you were here for that whole pen conversation, you can rewind the VOD. It was like the first 20 minutes of this. I'm using the Pilot G2, so that's a 0.7 tip. Just in case you were curious. It's the year of the horse. All about. I'm sure there's a better way to phrase it, but I'm just going to phrase it the way that I understand how it is. About propelling forward and giving it all that you have. Okay. Since it's the year of the horse, I decided to go with an UMAPYOI theme. And I picked... Since the year of the horse, I decided to go with an UMAPYOI theme. Or an UMAPYOI theme, not team. Theme. T-H-E-M-E, theme. I decided to go with an UMAPYOI theme. And, since the game is all about running? No. It's a lot of and Welcome to the and live stream, you guys. Where for the rest of the stream, I'm just gonna go and Mm. 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 Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Minecraft villager. LOL. I wish I could tell you about Minecraft, but I don't understand it. That's also something I do not know if I'll ever understand Minecraft. That's something that always boggles my mind. Minecraft. And I played it once, but I still don't understand anything. It's so weird for me to say that. Because I feel like Minecraft is so big, but I just need I genuinely need someone to just teach me about Minecraft. But I understand you have to pay a subscription to have multiplayer or something. I don't get it, but who knows? Who really knows? Someone. Oh my gosh, excuse me if you heard me burp. Someone out there surely knows. Hold on, where was my notepad? Ah. Last year, I could talk about my model. Oh, we'll talk about it again. I decided to let go of. I'm not gonna specify, but I know what I'm talking about. Let go. What? Oh. Things. Last year I decided to let go of a lot of things, as they were weighing me down and weren't helping me. Last year I decided to let go of a lot of things. It wasn't alright, especially towards the end of the year. Everything became more clear the more I let go of. I'll write that. Especially, I'm just gonna write ESP. I know that's short for especially. Words. I forgot what I said already, especially towards the end of the year. As the more I let go of, the more things got clear. I was holding on to things I needed, everything, and Last year I decided to let go of a lot of things, especially towards the end of the year, as the more I let go of, the more things got clear. A lot of the things I was keeping was dragging me down. I'm gonna say what? Dragging. Down instead. Lifting me up. I'm positive, yeah, I'm positive that this year things will change in a brighter way. I'm writing right now. I should write that somewhere. I can't. I'm too busy writing. That makes no sense. I'm positive. Wait. Period. Okay. 2025. I'm gonna read over what I have now. 2025 was the year of the snake, symbolic for shedding off your old skin. Yeah, closer to the mic because I'm reading so soft. And what doesn't suit you anymore, to go into an appropriate one. 2026 is the year of the horse, all about propelling forward and giving it all that you have. Last year I decided to let go of a lot of things, especially towards the end of the year, as the more I let go of, the more things got clear. A lot of what I was keeping was really dragging me down instead of lifting me up. I'm positive that this year things will work out for me in a brighter way. Sorry. However, things do not work out immediately. Like, yep. Things do not work out immediately. It takes time and hard work. Actually, consistency too takes. I think consistency goes hand in hand with hard work, right? Takes. And time, really. Time. Think you got two in your head about this. Gonna get one of those pile of G2s. Make the first entry without concerning yourself about it, not looking like others you've inserted. That's... oh, as soon as you said that, Onyx, that's also another problem. I too kept looking at everyone else's like journal pages and I stopped doing that because there are a couple of things. I stopped doing that because, as you said it, comparison is the thief of joy. That's number one. Number two was, I think everything got a little bit too competitive. Sometimes when you put yourself in a position where you feel like it's competitive, you're not going to want to do certain things anymore. Mind you, I feel like a lot of the times competition is just something that you make up inside of your head. You make that up inside of your head, and it's like, there's no competition. What happened to you're doing it because you were having fun and you were trying to have fun in the first place? I mean, mind you, I will also have to say, it's a good idea, Onyx, to do, instead of ripping out, you know what, I've ripped out some of my pages from my journals, and I've also covered up a lot of things in my journals too. But I also think too, like sitting here and talking to you now and thinking about it, how it was, if I didn't go through the things that I did with my journal, mind you, that applies to other things too, I wouldn't know what kind of style I'd like for my journal if I haven't went through what I did, if that makes sense. I think inherently, you just have to go through the notions of everything. I genuinely wish I can show you my old journals, but I don't have them anymore. But I've been through the notions. I've been through different sizes of journals. I've been through different styles and layouts. I've been through a lot of stuff, but now I kind of know what I like. But that's because, you know, I went through it. So I think too, you just have to get through it, and once you get through everything, and by get through everything, I mean you just like do it more. You'll understand what you like, what you think worked in certain aspects versus what you think didn't work in certain aspects. You know, felt yours was too simple looking, but this is the If anything, seeing them get better should be a cool thing to look back on eventually. It will, 100% it will. And then like I don't know who you're comparing it to. If you're comparing it to mine, I have a lot of stationery to work with. I think like you shouldn't have to worry about stationery too much. If you want to know what stationery that I'm using, I'm more than happy to tell you. I actually do know a business in Canada that sells sticker, like a small business owner that's in Canada that sells stickers. If you want me to give you her name, I can, but just do it. Just take it bit by bit, day by day. And you know, I think everything will work out. I just have a lot of stuff. Again, I have a lot of stuff. So, and I think too, if you look at other people's stuff online, they too have a lot of stuff, probably from sponsorships and wherever else. Maybe they bought it, but you know, as I'm writing here, it takes everything does not happen within a day. You have to just go through it, and as you're doing it, you'll figure it out. But you have to be consistent with it. Question mark. Consistent is different for different things, but hopefully you get what I'm trying to say. Next. Get to where? Want to be. There it is. Okay. When you plant the seed, it does not grow the next day. Maybe by a video game standards, but typically the seed does not grow within the next day. You plant the seed and you have to wait. You nurture it. And then it'll grow. I should write that in here too. Seed. A seed planted in the first day does not grow fully on the next. It takes time. It takes the time and the work. Here. Okay. Ah. You got it for Christmas for a reason. Luckily you have an idea of what you want more or less. Gonna be a ZA one and Animal Crossing one since you're hooked on those. Perfect. I should do a I know the Animal Crossing update. I know you're still like at the beginning for your Animal Crossing, but I think Animal Crossing updates the 15th or 16th. So I do want to make a return to my island, but I'm gonna take it slow because sometimes I feel like I haven't been as hooked on Animal Crossing as I was when I first played. But for starters, like, hopefully I can do an Animal Crossing one to give you a little bit of guidance. I feel like the ZA journal page I did was very well. And I want to do another one for the DLC with Ancha in it and like a donut theme. But we'll get there. I'll get there in time. But hopefully you have a good... what is it? Like, some of the videos that I have hopefully give you like a good idea of where to go with your pages. Yes, that is what I wanted to say. For a second I was like, did I say what I want to say? I did. For this year, I'm gonna talk about for this year. We're going into this year now. For this year specifically, I can try for... You can take the to try things. Time them. I just realized I could have put us back into the 𝗓𝗧𝗏 room. I'm gonna do that. LOL. Hold on. Just let me... We're gonna have a change in BGM, but I hope that doesn't bother anyone all too much. Hold on. Yoink. Hi. Ah. Get out of here. I didn't want to see you. Alright. Perfect. Doing, 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 doing. Sorry if you heard me burp. Alright, I'm gonna unplug my camera because I'm not gonna put on the camera again for this stream. I'm also getting EP, but I tend to stay up quite late anyways. Can you unplug yourself, bro? Unplug. Bro, unplug. Thank you. My god. Doink. Okay. Just trying to pack everything up. Actually, you know, I'm gonna start packing everything up and setting myself up appropriately. Oh, this cameraman. There's no cameraman, but I'm just saying camera, comma, man. Oh god. It is indeed the EP hours. I should be, I would be offline now. But apparently I'm not. Anytime you guys. Can you hear me? Yeah, you can. You can hear my fat mouth. After stream party time. Time to curse. Curse thee. I curse thee with a 1,000-year-old spell. Haha. Take a load of my fat D20 in your face. And upside your imagine. It's just that's me. I curse thee with a 1,000-year-old spell. Now thee will have a fat thee will have fat booty cheeks like a toad. Get wrecked. Oh no. Oh nuts. Ah, hold on. I also got a binder. I don't know if I said this. I got a binder for some of my Pokemon cards because they've been in boxes. And I'd like to get rid of those boxes and put them in a binder. So I need to spend the day to organize. Okay. Doom thee. I don't know what you guys are referencing, actually. Probably the game, right? Okay, hold on. Look up Magic Arena Doom VTuber. Someone has to send... Yeah, you're gonna have to send me the clip. Is it an animation? Is it an animation? Because if it is, then I probably saw it during Christmas. Because I did see Doom. Something called Doom during Christmas. It can be. Okay, I did see something... I'm gonna break my rules here. But I did see a clip that said Doom during Christmas. With the Hololive girls on it. My cousin showed me and was like, this is you. And I was like, oh my god. Crazy boots. But I didn't get to hear the video. He showed me the animation, but he didn't show me the video. I mean, I didn't get to hear the audio. I apologize. I didn't get to hear the audio. I was like, damn. That would be it. Okay, gotta look. I have to look it up then. Okay. If any of you guys want to also send me the link on Twitter, by all means, you can do that. I'm open. Oh! Drop my tweezers. Stop losing your tweezers, lady. I stopped writing. I started to... I'm like trying to pack up my desk. Because my desk has been the clearest I've ever seen it for a long time. Which is a good thing, I think. Saw the video and the clip. Ah. Alright. I have to also put my continue writing. I should make like... Ah, I have an idea. I'll do it for next time. Keyword is next time. I have to edit it, even. It's a lot of work that goes into what I'm thinking about doing, but it shouldn't be too hard to do. Alright. Ah, allocate time to them. Trying to adjust my mic too. My mic is kind of funny today. Like... exploring. Game. Titles. Which... By the way... My library. Love games. Oh, you know what I need to do? I also need to read more DVDs. I really need to watch more of my DVDs. I'm so behind. It's very abundant. Oh. What else? Ah. I know. Ah. I have my keyboard closed off. I might close off stream soon, you guys. I'm so locked into my writing, but I'm also thinking I should go to sleep, conserve my energy. After I write this sentence, this feels like a study stream. You're glad you caught part of the stream at least. You're fair enough. Or... fair enough? Glad you caught part of the stream at least. God, you know I'm cooked. But yeah, I'm glad that I got to see you, Camille. I'm glad I got to see a good chunk of you guys today. It's always fun to do journaling streams. Mind you, I know half of the time I have to cut things off just because of reflection and all that jazz, but I genuinely enjoyed myself. Like, even when I was showing off, I showed off that Nimi page a couple of times today, and what's the term? I even read the page to you, but that's because I enjoyed myself doing it and I had a relaxed time. And it's the same thing with this too. Like, I really enjoyed doing this, and it felt like a relaxing time. So there will be more. I'm happy to say, Mr. Archibibbles, good luck. Have good luck with your GOG and your Savage. I'm gonna conserve my energy, head off. I'm gonna do more of these because, again, I think it's something that I need, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. It sounds like you guys are. But anywho, I will see you I see you guys tomorrow, right? I forgot my own schedule and I logged it in one of my notebooks. Nerd. I logged it in one of my notebooks. Yeah, I see you for ZA tomorrow. God, I have not played that game for such a long time. Yep. See ya. Thank you for all the super chats I got today. Thank you. And the gifted. Thank you. And have a good night. Yeah, you have a good night too. Any sort of advice you need, I can try my best to help you. Good night. I love how I sit on the stream, like, on this screen, but I added in a microphone. I forgot why. No, I do. It's because you guys kept telling me Happy Dove Day. It ain't Dove Day. Okay. Good night, you guys. Good night.